Hello, and welcome to Duchy, which is essentially Tetris deck builder. Good fun. Been playing it in my own time. Thought I'd show off a little bit. Kind of annoy people, possibly. Depends how good I actually am at playing this. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So just to show how much I have played, this is where you start. This is like, start, you haven't done anything yet. I've unlocked all of these. I haven't really bothered with the siege camp. I've unlocked all of these in green. Continuing on up, all of these. I haven't unlocked these ones. But yeah, as I keep on going, you'll be thinking, oh, that's quite a lot. Yeah, it is. So most recently, I've unlocked noble buildings. I've not used these, but they expand in order to patch holes in my grid. Which I don't entirely know how it works. Apparently, it makes an extra plane and an adjacent empty space. Which sounds good? I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna start a new run. We're gonna play probably. I don't know what trials are. I don't know what these mean. But we're just going to go on normal, kind of basic classic mode. I'm going to play probably not extreme. I'm going to do hard. And I'm thinking I'll maybe play as just the first faction. Just show off how the game works firstly. Yeah, you'll also see I've got these missions here in the center. These are things I need to get done in order to get more unlocks. Which, should be doable, right? We'll see. Yeah, first level in any game is always, if I go into here, we don't need to unlock anything, I don't think, just yet, no. Yeah, first level is always peaceful. I just get to place blocks as I like. This is fine. See, I'm not panicking at all because there's not anything to panic about. I am just perfectly safe. Probably save all of my long pieces. Watchtower I'm going to drop here. I've got stuff planned out, don't worry. It makes its own things into gardens because of a perk I have. Yeah, basically we just want to be building up. I'm noticing a piece that we're about to get coming in, which is really not the best of fits. I'll not lie, I'm not happy to have this big old square right now. But oh well. Oh well. Place you there, and yeah, here we get one of the key mechanics of the game. So, you'll see, bottom right, I have various counters. I have money, I have wood, and I have food. You get food from clearing, or not clearing, from doing certain things with various tiles, such as plains and this field here. They both give you more food. How you get stuff in general, well, is you want to clear lines, like in regular Tetris. The more you clear it once, the more bonus you get for clearing it. That time we got 5 additional stuff from each tile, because we did it sensibly. Yeah, if I place this here, we get a little bit more in the way of farmland. We also get ourselves some... I'm trying to think how best to do this piece currently. And we also get ourselves some troops who currently don't matter. We do not need troops right now. That's fine. We don't have to be concerned. What I do have to be concerned about, though, is the fact this wood clearer is kinda gonna be useless. Best way to do this, I think we drop you here. You get an additional farm out of him. We do apparently have some tiles coming up for wood, which will be nice. So we drop that there. I'm gonna just go for these bits of wood, primarily. He, as you hover over him, you can see he's got a range. He'll convert anything in that range into being kind of better stuff for me. That being that he's going to clear it, and it's going to become bits of wood. There we go. Sorry, I was focusing there because I had to get it spun correctly in order to clear the line. Yeah, that went rather well for our first kind of foray into it. The spare troops, because we didn't have to use them, get converted into gold. And yeah, all in all, got some good stuff. Now, this is where it's going to get a bit interesting. Faith is something you don't start with, but per each faith, you get an extra 5% of the total resources gathered that round, added to your kind of final score. Definitely very nice. However, this is a technology card. This doesn't take up a place in terms of what I get to take with me into a certain kind of challenge. This and this, both of these are, yeah, they're buildings, meaning I need to actually buy up a slot to put them in to bring them with me. So I'm going to take this one for now, because I'm not completely sold on the other two. And yeah, we can get either another technology or another building. We're going to go for building, I think. But yeah, can also upgrade my deck, which is quite nice. What I'm thinking is we could upgrade this. It takes wood. Wood's the thing we're currently not getting. So we want to upgrade our wood production slightly, which is now going to be not nicer. And this is going to just get me more tiles, giving me resources in gen. I should also point out this thing which is telling me about stuff. It's just telling me, oh, there's, yeah, various achievements, which don't particularly matter to me. Oh, this is, I believe anyway, how you actually get your, like, unlock points from here, of which I still need quite a few, because I'm hoping to get more of these noble buildings, because I want to see what this blacksmith does, mostly. Because that is something interesting. That cathedral is something interesting, and I've got no idea what a monument is. Manor seems to be quite nice. Just giving you essentially stuff from all adjacent tiles. Yeah, we're going to want to pay attention to what's up ahead, because these ones have battles. These ones don't with a single sword. However, single sword will instead make the boss more powerful, which we don't really want. So we're gonna go to here. We're gonna get a card that works. Rivers is tempting. I don't know if we need gold. I'm gonna go for a production building, and I'm gonna hope. Yeah, we get stuff that turns things into fields. That is what we want. However, this town is amazing. So we're gonna go for that one instead. I really like the town. What do we need to upgrade it? Money. We do not have any money. I will instead go to this wood depot then. We're going to take some wood from it. And we're gonna go do whatever entirely is going on in here. We bring that town with us, just helps get us more resources. We could upgrade the fortified farm. Does that increase its range? It does. Also increases its garrison, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's jump into it. We're immediately got a 4 long piece. We're going to keep that in reserves. We get a mercenary camp, which I'm going to drop down here. I'm going to tuck that away. We don't need to mind it. The town, honestly, is a better piece to kind of keep in reserve. I'll put you there. You here. This has all gone rather well. If I then place this down here, then place the town in here, that gets me a whole lot of stuff. That is just a ton of wood, thanks to that town. Yeah, keep placing stuff down. We want to keep, mostly anyway, our our planes and such over on one side. This piece here, I think we place it like this. Should be sensible. Place my wood clearer. Here we go. Yeah, we get a whole bunch of stuff from that. Because of a technology card, which gives me extra resources whenever I transform a tile, we're just getting tons and tons of stuff. Which is good. That is what we want. I'm going to continue, however, placing stuff somewhat sensible. I'm going to have to put this into here, though, I think. Which, not entirely ideal. But I think it's sensible. We're going to be clearing quite a few lines. We ideally want to clear a lot more than just like a single line at a time. But, do what you can. Do what you can, you know. It's fine. We're going to put this one in. We're going to grab you. You go into here. I think probably the best way to do this is, again, we're going to be doing single lines. It's better than nothing, but it's not ideal. Yeah, I don't think we're clearing any more lines. Can't do this. It just gets me the one line I kind of had ready to go. We didn't quite sneak an extra one in, but that went well. That went well. So, combat. First combat we're doing, you'll see over here, the combat rules. You see certain types are good against each other. It's kind of like rock, paper, scissors. Meaning this kind of heavy unit is good against the swords. I then bring it as a smaller number into this 24, makes it into archers. Because if I sent my heavies that were left into the archers are strong against heavy infantry. So we just do this, and we hope we've got good enough numbers. We are playing on a higher difficulty, so I'm not fully confident. But this time we've been fine. We've ended up with one spare archer. Which, I mean, it's alright. It's not great, but it's alright. Ooh, and we can get an extra town. Tempting. But I kinda want the money. If I skip, you instead get money. Doing that means I can now upgrade the town that I already have to give me even more bonus resources. Which is very nice. This, we want to be able to clear more woods, so that's good for me. We can upgrade you. I'll not lie, isn't great. I don't really need this, but I'll take it. I'll upgrade it because we can. Going to a trading fair though, we could trade. I'm thinking we do want money. We trade 80 wood for a good bit of money. And looking on ahead, I think ideally we want that middle one. And then after we want, yeah, probably that. So that's fine. That's fine. Next thing we'd want, I mean, stone for town. We're not getting. That comes later. Do we want anything really? I don't know. I'll maybe take food. We're probably going to be fine for food. I'd say, honestly, wood's going to be harder to come by. If I take that, yeah. We then go up here. That wood lets me immediately upgrade this, which I don't think we need to. And yeah, we don't have any more buildings to put in, so we're fine. We don't need to be worrying about unlocking anything. So, next thing we have rivers. Rivers, they have various things they kind of synergize with. For now, we don't have to worry about. All we need to know is rivers, they get a bunch of gold for you. And that's kind of their job. A wood clearer. I might end up having woods around here. Sure. An alarm tower. This is based on if it's lined up with any of my things. It says enemy military building, but it doesn't care. It just means basically it wants me to not have a whole bunch of my things near it, which is fine. That is completely reasonable. I'm trying to think how best I want to place this. I think that's nice. Piece after wouldn't be nice, so I think we place it like this. Then we do this. There we go. And as much as I do see we can clear 4 lines at once currently, I'm not convinced that's what we want to be doing. I'd like to get my town in there because it gets me a lot of money. However, that being said, some of the tiles it would be getting extra resources from are military ones, which don't give anything. So I think this is a sensible move. I will take clearing a whole bunch of lines. I'm not going to say no to that. I want to do something sensible here. It would probably be... I do you here. It's going to look kinda iffy. But I can then place this down. It gets me a whole bunch more fields, which, yeah, my watchtower is very much fond of. I can then start placing... well, you here seems to be sensible enough. I'm not 100% convinced it's good, but I don't think I get a choice. Place a military building there for now. That's fine. That gets cleared. We get more fields being generated. I think place you into here for now. Place this down to here. It does clear a line. Get that explored. And I'd like to probably get the town into here now. I'm seeing the next few tiles coming up. I think I know how I want to play this. I'll not lie. It's not the best way to be doing it, I don't think. But I'm not seeing much of a better way to be doing this. Which is I do this. The town gets me a whole bunch of resources. And I think that was sensible. Yeah, something you can also do with this is... so if you pay attention to here, you can see, yeah, you combine your units, it makes them into new ones. You can combine enemy units. If I wanted all of these swordsmen to be, yeah, axemen, I can do that. That is something you're allowed to do. Which is pretty cool, because I'd probably want to be doing something like this. Because it's not my 10 will beat their 20. I think they'll be left with 5. Get like 50% more powerful, I think it was. Something like that. It's been a little while since I played last. I'll not lie. Yeah, this is essentially going to go... I kill most of them. They then group up all of their heavies and go into my guys who have an advantage. Which, all in all, works out for best. I hope. It's a little closer than I'd like. But we are left with 4 people. So that is a victory. You can't actually see is underneath my webcam currently. Let me move it just to show you. We've got a health bar, 60 of 60. We can lose up to 60 units worth of a battle, and then I'll be fine, is all it is. Now, what we could take here is Optimizer. Optimizer, because this gains a bonus based on the exploration, benefits a lot from Optimizer. That's really good. Land expansion is also very good. I want both of these. However, I think it's going to be Optimizer. Simply because that is not necessarily the better card, it's the more reliable card. Yeah, we are definitely going to upgrade this. at least once. We can do it twice quite happily. Yeah. Get that fully upgraded. Get the fortified farm upgraded. And yeah, we're looking pretty solid, except for the fact we don't really have any wood currently. Yeah, I thought that might be the thing holding back, but we'll need to wait and see. I'll buy another slot. I need it at some point anyway. Let's see how this next battle does. Immediately a 4-sized piece to put away. We have a siege camp. It's probably just gonna live down here, I reckon. My town is honestly what's going to be getting kept, because we want to do the multi-line exploration using it. Oh. No, we don't want it next to the military thing. So I think we place probably this into here for now. We can make this work. So I'm thinking we place my town down one side, we place a long piece down another. It should work out, hopefully. Thinking of my next piece, we want to do this. We don't have any woods, so this gets to just go wherever it likes. Fortified farm, I think we start placing you down here. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff being kind of consolidated. I'm definitely regretting quite how I've played this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my town here. Siege camp, because of the difficulty I'm playing on, I can still put it away. The difficulty up, you cannot. So thankfully I could just not have the siege camp come into play. However, I don't think I mind too much with having it here. I think I place that there, this one here. I can place you down here. That doesn't matter. Because that's not going to be a very good line regardless. We don't care. This gets to go here. You get to go here. I'm really looking forward to this 4-long piece I'm about to get, because this gets me a lot. Like, look at that town. Well, that's so much you get from it. That's just so much money and food. Place this guy here. That helps out my watchtower, who I'm a little concerned about. This gets me another couple lines, because of a multi-exploration bonus. Even just clearing 2 lines as opposed to 1 is a big bonus. Yeah, what we want here is archers are good against them. Archers are equal against archers. These guys would lose against archers. So we want everything to be archers, and we want to do this. Fairly straightforward. We do have the numbers, we get to keep 7 alive, seemingly. And there we go. Another battle won. I mean, we're doing relatively well. When exploring, you have a chance to get even more resources. I think? Yes. I'm gonna say we want to go all in on exploration, just because we've got the town. If I then upgrade you, we now need stone to upgrade you again, so that'll be happening soon. Can I buy wood? I can. I can buy 500 of it. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. With that, we'll upgrade the watchtower. That goes from recruit 2 to recruit 3 per plane, which is nice. Field stays the same. That's alright. But what we care about is the fact that the range goes up. The range going up is glorious. That's definitely something we want. Yeah, heading up to here. we actually don't have our 5th building. I bought the slot thinking I'd get one. But no, we took the increased exploration things instead. And I don't know if that was a good idea. I hope so. But I really don't know. I want to place my watchtower as high up as possible. Yeah, the gimmick for this boss is basically we do not want to have our buildings that we place go above the red line that is the wall. That is not something we want to happen. I can place you here as safe. I want to get the strategic pavilion down this middle bit. It's an odd position. I want to again not fill up like spots with empty space, but I don't know. Do we give up on that bottom line? I think we give up on the very bottom line. Yeah, that doesn't feel nice. But I think it's what we have to do. I think place this here for now is not a good spot to put it. But yeah, this guy's gonna have to go into here, I think. Unless, no, I could just not place him. That works. Yeah, that kind of balances out. I get more stuff for myself. I want to put you there. I'm looking forward to this wood clearer. But we need to place this one first, which does not have a nice spot it wants to settle into. Ideally, I'd place it like here. But then that makes me fight the boss, and I immediately lose. So maybe we don't do that. I think we place this here. It's far from ideal. But we don't really have a choice. My wood clearer can I say go here? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not confident in this. I've gotten some weird pieces which I do not like. Put you there. Gets me something. That town we're gonna have to put in. I think having that there works out. It's not great because there's not every single line going to be explored. But I think it's about as good as we get. I can hover over here. There are no more enemy buildings. We do not really want to put in any more stuff for the enemy. Which means this is going to have to go here. We're leaving empty space again. I don't like this. Okay, place you there. We don't have any good pieces, so I'm just going to have to do this and get what I can from this town. I've accidentally given more stuff to the enemy, but we're hopefully okay. And yeah, this is where we fight the enemy. We can't avoid it here. This isn't looking great. I really could have played this better. Okay, let me think. If I do this, that's the wrong way to do it. I need to put you into here. That then goes into here, and then this, and we hope we don't die. Let's see. Yeah, I ended up with too many archers. That wasn't good. We've lost. I got too greedy. We went too much into the production side of stuff. Ah well. It's a bit of a shame. But ah well. Ah well. That's fine. As a practice round, it doesn't count. Okay, back to main menu. You run again. I think this time we go on extreme because we did really well last time, right? They're both interesting ones, by the way, for Republic and the Order. The Republic, you build just one giant city block, basically. And the Order, you are very much focused around faith and extra stuff after kind of a mission. Yeah, we're gonna go for basic group again. This is gonna work out. Go into here. This is a perfectly good starting one to go for. Let me think. I want... Well, you there. You can go there. Hold on to that farm for a moment. Or never mind, because I want to get that 4-piece coming in. I just put you there then, I guess. It's all good. You go into here. You... How wide a range is my wood clearer? 2 range? This can work. This can work. Works a lot less if I do this. Don't like the idea of putting that there. If I put you here, I'm seeing what's coming up. We're gonna manage fine if we do this. Or fine enough anyway. Don't like this piece. You very much get in the way of everything, don't you? Can place it here and hope. Yeah, because we need this, and now we just need to get our 4-piece in. Gets us a good amount of resources to start with. Gonna hold off for a moment, however. Just because this has to go into here. There we go. That works out. I did complete a mission just there. I wasn't really paying attention to what mission, but I completed something. Drop you into there. You into here? This one into there. And there we go, we get even more lines. Lovely. Couldn't have done much better. There's one more line we could have cleared, but yeah, that's about as good as we're getting. That one's tempting. That's just a straight up bonus to how much of each resource we're getting permanently. Especially this early on, that is a very nice one to get. For now though, upgrade the farm. We want the farm, we want foresting placed, both upgraded. Could upgrade that. The garden one, I'll not lie, isn't very useful. Boosts combat or technology? We'll just go random technology. Gain even more food when exploring a field. Could be nice. I'm going to turn my light quick. But yeah, do you want even more food? I don't know how much food we really need. Oh no. Go for it. Why not? We do fields anyway. We do want money. Money, I think, is the one thing we're not going to be getting too easily. Let's me upgrade this, which is just straight up another 5% resources always. So I'm going to take that. Gonna say we go for the 50-50 split in terms of forests and plains. They're getting horse stables. We can probably manage horse stables. They're not too bad. Horse stables just want to have something next to them. And then I've very much countered them entirely. This is already going fine. If I place you there, then we're all safe on that front. If I place this here, I think it is actually okay, because I'm able to get my wood clearer in. Like, that does somewhat help out my watchtower. Could place you there, I think's most sensible. Place you there. I can't put away the horse stable? Ah, yeah, because we went to difficulty up. That does make sense. In which case, we're going to be placing my garrison where I'm currently highlighted. So you want this to be maybe here? Yeah, there we go. That works out. Clear this line. There we go. Now place you into here. Place you into here. I'm not doing this in a sensible way. I'm really not. We're being somewhat sensible. But not as sensible as I should be. Like, we are very much not looking good in terms of our overall kind of... Yeah, we're not looking good in terms of military. Oh, hey, Secker. Good to see you. This is Tetris, but a deck builder. It's good fun. I've been enjoying it in my spare time. So I thought we'd do a stream on it. I've apparently got another 4-piece coming up, so I can just do this. That's alright. And place you like that. Gets me a little bit more field. Not that that's really going to matter. Place this in. Clears us 3 more lines. I'm content with that. I think that's reasonable. Stables get more stuff because it was placed vertically. Okay, that is interesting. Yeah, we would like... Play archers versus archers. Leaves me with 7. Then goes into heavy military. Does as much damage as it can. Is it enough? I don't know. I don't know, hopefully enough. Not quite. Take a little bit of a hit. But I'm moderately okay with that. The Faith, yeah, gets me an extra 10% resources total. Which is nice. That is my first time seeing one of the noble buildings. I kinda wanna just take it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna regret it. Oh, each squares give so many when explored though. It makes sense. It makes sense. Well, I need us to upgrade this. To upgrade that, we need more wood and more food. To get more food and wood, we both need plains to terraform into fields. And yeah, forests to get wood from, which then get turned into plains. Plains get made into fields. It synergizes. It's just a synergy you start with in your deck. It's nice. Also going to upgrade this because it's new and it looks quite fun. Just because I want more food as well, I'm going to upgrade the plow and we're going to hope we can get some more. I want to exchange the garden. Honestly, yes. I'll take another watchtower. That's fine by me. That is a-okay. We do want to go for the gold, because that's the one which gets me into something which doesn't buff the boss. I don't think I can take a boss that has been buffed at all. I do wish I had a bit more food to unlock a slot. Ah well, we'll go for it as we are. We'll hopefully be okay. Yeah. Mercenary camp cannot be put away, so chuck you into a corner. We hope for the best. It's a cute version of Inscription? Not really. Inscription's got a lot more kind of story to it. This is just a kind of Tetris roguelike kind of game. It's good fun. I do very much enjoy this. I've been having a lot of fun with it in my spare time, like I've said. Not really all that Inscription, though. I do see kind of where you get the vibes from and kind of the aesthetics. But it's, aside from the aesthetics, not anything like Inscription. Inscription's good fun. If you do like Inscription, by the way, Sekiro, check out Inkshade. It's got a demo. I don't think it's out yet. But very much gives me Inscription kind of vibes. In a good way. Place this... probably here. I will... you know, I'll pause and I'll get you a link. Give me a second. It is called Inkshade. Yeah, it's not currently out yet. But, if you want to have a look, there you go. It's not meant to have that hash at the end. Sorry, there you go. I accidentally hit the hash key as well. As enter, but it's fine now. It's sorted. Yeah, no, I think if you like Inscription, definitely you'll enjoy that. By looks of things, it is just Inscription again. Yeah, I'm not happy about having to put you there. But I don't think we had any other real choice. Probably place you here next. We're doing fine. Maybe. I'm not confident. We've got a lot of enemy units to fight against. I am in no way confident. But we're maybe fine. I'm just gonna have to take that we're not filling in one of these rows. If I place you here, though. Yeah, Mr. Watchtower is quite happy about that. Yeah, bunch of points from doing that. That is nice. I don't see myself really clearing any other lines unless I do this. I get one line. Not entirely ideal, but I'll take what I can get. Yeah, I'm not confident here. We just combine these and we just go for it, I think. Yeah, because I'm not going to have enough left over to fight those archers anyway. This isn't promising. This isn't very promising. But we only take 27 damage. I'm alive. I was at 46 health. I'm now at 19. But I am alive. Turn first forest piece each round into plains. It's tempting. But I need more military in this stuff. Militia seems alright. You know what? I'll take a militia. Why not? Why not? What we really need is... yeah, probably just improve my buildings I can take with me. Just unlock more slots. Let's do this. Bring those with me. And I should now be safer. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. Immediately, looks like this would be a good combination to start with. Gonna put you away for a second. I put you there. Watchtower gets to live here. That's fine. I'm gonna keep my farm in reserves for now. I know what I'm looking for. All I know is I've not currently found it. We're looking for the wood clearer. Is really what I'm banking on right now. Place you into there. Gets me some lines cleared. Barracks there. We have far too many trees. Okay, that one helps out. That one helps out a bit. I'd love the wood clearer, but it's not showing up. I'm gonna hold that other piece for now. Thinking I put you into here? Not the fondest about it. But there we go. Whack you into there. We've got the wood clearer. That's what we were waiting on. Can I fit him in nicely? I think maybe? Possibly? I don't know, I'm not convinced here. I think it'll work out just. But I don't think this is looking very clean at all. I mean, here he clears a lot of space, which gets me more units. So that is nice. Get to see our royal garden, which I think if I put here, creates extra planes. Yeah. That's a weird one. I've not seen that being used before. But yeah, cool. Its tiles give me a whole bunch of resources, which I'm happy about. My units are made of wood? Ah, my units aren't made of wood. They're just numbers. I just get numbers. That's all. So, what the game is, Seeker, basically, you have 3 resources. There will be a 4th coming in soon. We've got gold, we've got wood, we've got food. Those are used to upgrade cards in my deck. Say I want to upgrade one of these military buildings, it gets me more military units from various stuff. Cool. The upgrades are important. They're not like the be-all end-all, but they are important. What you mostly want is you need the resources to get enough military units. Once you have enough military units, you do these fights at the end of most sections. So kind of rock, paper, scissors. Swordsmen are good against archers. Archers are good against heavy infantry. Heavy infantry are good against swordsmen. So, what I would do here is if I use my 23 against this 27, my 23 would normally lose, right? But no, because it's strong against heavy infantry, it gets essentially a 50% bonus. I don't know if it's rounded up or down. But it was going to essentially fight as if I had, like, 30, 35, 36 maybe, archers. So that's all together going to be quite good. I'll be left with, like, 9 of them. 9 archers would then go into here, which is my heavy infantry. My heavy infantry, then, because it's a smaller number going into bigger number, smaller number gets consumed. I just get more heavy infantry, which I'll then send into these, and then sadly their infantry is going to be good against my archers, so I kind of just hope I've got a good enough batch of numbers at that point, which I'm worried I might not. I've been left with 2 health. I'm alive. Okay, we're alive. Only just. Oh, that is not ideal. It's not ideal at all. I'm going to take a militia base, I think. Yeah, we just need more units. But I am managing for now. If I go to this village, I get to gain some more defenses. I think that's probably what I need. Well, you say I suck, and you're not wrong, Sekur, alright? But I am playing on a higher difficulty. I am not on the base difficulty. So while I may suck, it's not entirely just because I suck that I'm doing badly. It's because it's difficult that I'm doing badly. I don't know if that helps much. But I'm upgrading my cards. Those cards have now been upgraded. I should now get more units. There's also progression tree, because it's a roguelike. I can actually spend some, unlock a manor. That'll be cool. We'll maybe get that at some point. Who knows? Okay, so we're going into boss fight. We can see what cards are coming up. We do not like the wood cards. We don't really care much for rivers. We like plains. We can, however, clear out some wood cards. I do also need to really take some more military or I will die. You've turned one of the archers into heavy. So the way it works is it isn't I send archer into heavy, archer becomes heavy. I send whatever number into whatever number, and the higher number, whatever type that is, you get them all made into that unit. So you send 5 archers into 10 heavies, you get 15 heavies. You send 10 heavies into 5 archers, you get 15 heavies. It's the same outcome. It's just based on numbers. I wouldn't have had enough to change my archers into heavies, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I considered that a fact anyway. Yeah, what I want here is militia base likes having production buildings. I like having troops, so I'm going to place you here. I'm going to place my militia base. Gets a little bit of units. It helps. Strategic pavilion. We want to be away to the side. That one is not a nice thing to have. Rally point. I could fit quite snugly up here. Could also fit it quite snugly down here. I think we fit it down here. I then block off some points of it so it doesn't get improved. Because rally point likes having plain tiles next to it, or fields. So we want to stop that from happening. Best that we can, anyway. So I place you there. We're clearing lines. We're getting more and more points. Where does wood clearer cover? Quite a lot of tiles. So that should be fine. I'll block off the strategic pavilion. Place you here. Because what I would like is, yeah, that gets slightly fortified. We're fine enough with that. I can't see where that overlaps, because it's showing me where the militia base overlaps currently. Sadly, I can't quite see underneath these little pop-ups telling me what it is. So I'm assuming this tile and this tile would be clearable by woodcutter, kind of this line. So me putting this in here is arguably not good. Me putting this here, as much as I don't like it, is arguably better. So if I place you there, place this is a production building. That then gives more units, yeah, to my militia. Which apparently was a mission I had. So that's pretty neat. Put you into there, I think is sensible. Watchtower, I place you down here for now. Gonna place this here, and I'm gonna get a few lines cleared when I do it. This is alright. It's good for resources. I'm not after the resources currently. It's not what I'm looking for. I placed you here. I would have a net gain by turning this into a plain. Because yeah, that gives them 4. I then get 2, but then that gets transformed to get an extra 3. So I got 5 in total. So there's a benefit of 1 as a net gain. I would want to place you into here. That is good. That's going to be it transformed into farmland. Farmland is nice for me. This watchtower could either go here, gets me 3, or here gets me even more. Yes, we place it here. Because yeah, we want more than the 3 tiles we were about to get. If I place you there, ideally I want this plain tile to fit into this little nook here. Can I do that? Possibly, if I play badly and do this. I don't think I can. I think I need to drop this in. It's just a little bit of a shame. Now I'm fighting to not cross the red line. If I cross that red line, the boss comes out and fights me. Which I can do more still before that happens. I can no longer do more still. I think this is it. I can clear 1 line. But this is as much of a military as I'm getting. And now we hope. Boss units, no one is strong against them. They're not strong against anyone else. I mean, you say I have. I'm still somewhat confident. Because yeah, these archers go against these guys. I'll be left with... I don't know how many archers, like 14 I think. No, I'm not going to be left with 14. I'd be fighting with essentially 14 extra strength. I don't know. I should then probably be safe to do this, then this, then... No, I'm doing that wrong, aren't I? Yeah, so they go into these. These guys... There's not going to be many of them. They want to become archers. And then at this point, it doesn't matter. I do that. Yeah. Yeah. This is looking a little iffy. But, am I alive? I don't think I am. Like, go down to -10 here. But, we now start with more defenses. We completed a mission. So that's fine. That's fine. That was all planned, Seiko. It was all planned, possibly. I don't know. Yeah, there's a couple extra factions we could play as. I'm just playing as the They Like Fields faction. There's one where you just build a big city. There's one where you care about faith. Look, it's all about perspective, Seiko. Alright? I think it's fine. You know? It means I can show off on the other factions. Do we go as a faith faction? Do we play as Crusaders? They're an interesting one, I'll not lie. I don't know how you're meant to play as them. I'm going to give it a go. So basically how they work is you have Crusaders. Any spare military is made into Crusaders every round. Your Crusaders go on missions. Those missions give you various buffs. These two, permanent buffs. This just gets me some resources. I send my Crusaders off to go to a couple churches somewhere. I don't know where they built them. Built them somewhere, apparently. Lets me quite happily get an extra 10% resources each time. And resources includes Crusaders. I will unlock an extra slot because I will be needing it. But we want to get lots of military. Which is easier said than done. Because how these guys want to work is Crusader Outpost likes having multiple different adjacent terrains. Like different types of adjacent terrains. The main building that we get, the like commandery or whatever it's called, it cares for the largest section connected to it, whatever that might be composed of. Which is a weird way to kind of do it, but essentially, if I have it next to trees, it cares about having lots of trees. It gets a bonus from the smallest connected area. Does that make any sense what I'm saying? I don't know, it might be easier to show you when it comes up with their special kind of building. I would like to probably not play either of those, I'll not lie. I'm trying to leave a good slot open for, yeah, the Crack Castle. That one. That's exactly what it's called. Not paying attention? Ah, that is all fine now. I'm safe. Yeah, basically, I just want to have all my forests connected currently. And I don't want any other kind of terrain bordering that castle. That's all I'm currently meant to be caring about. I think, yeah, we play this like this. The forests are now safe. I know I could be clearing more lines if I played differently. But this is sensible what I'm doing, I promise. So what the Faith does, Seeker, is I currently have 6 faith. You can't really see it because it's under my webcam. I might move my webcam potentially. I can move my webcam. We don't care about the faction quests. That's something only I really need to know. Give me a second. But what the faith does is it gets you per faith 5% bonus resources. I had 6 faith, meaning I got an extra 30% bonus resources. So I would have got 99 Crusaders, I got an extra 30. Which is nice, I guess. Commandery gives me extra faith. And I recruit people based on the faith I have. This is a building specific to this faction, I believe. I'm not sure though. I might be wrong in that. However, very nice building to have. Basically, we just get lots of faith. It's like a tithe, I guess, from people. You know, you collect religious offerings or something. I'm assuming that's how it works. I don't know. It's like taxes. Does that make more sense? I don't quite understand, Seeker, don't worry. However, speaking of taxes, we need money. This is my faith. No, I'm not stealing. They're voluntarily giving it up so that God likes them more, you know? That's all it is, Seeker. I'm not stealing or extorting. We do want that money. What is that money going to get me? Possibly an upgrade here? Possibly an upgrade here. I think I would want to upgrade that. That doubles what I get from it. Extra faith is just going to be extra units as well. Extra units is just nice. We can currently bring an extra 1 building. We could bring an extra 2 if I spend my knights. I can't send off another expedition. Choosing between, do I want a building or a technology? Technology is usually safer because you can reliably get buildings. That would help with my early production. Gonna go building. Gonna go building. We want something that gets us money. Roadhouse. Collects 5 for each terrain square in its row. It's quite nice. Technology and faith I mean, some of the technology tells you how to better use your faith to exploit the people, right? Well, yeah, that's fine. I'll take a little bit of damage to get extra money, because now I'm rich. Yeah, we want to be doing this one, because we don't want to make the boss any more powerful. We do want to bring the commandery with us. We want to spend a bit more and bring the roadhouse. We're going to be going all in on faith, by the way, Secker, is what we're doing. That is the plan. Hey, knowledge isn't dangerous. If we just deny it, it's not dangerous. It's stable is going to be awful. Where did I put my horses? I'm gonna say put them here. I'm gonna put them there. We'll find out something we can do with them eventually. We're wanting to connect either all our plains or all of our forests. I'm thinking in this scenario, we were maybe wanting to have plains. Although forests equally could be good. I'm trying to think of how best to get Crusaders from a Crusader outpost. Because we want to connect it to river, we want to connect it to plains, we want to connect it to forests. Is what we want. If we do that, we get the most possible output. In terms of resources. Not in terms of army, just in terms of resources. However, we also kind of want to be wedged in here so that these guys don't get benefits. So if I do that, I'm thinking it's arguably sensible. Very much arguably sensible. But I think it's sensible. If I do this, I then do this. That's then relatively happy. Now we need to put you down somewhere, so I'm going to just place you off to the side up here. This is such a weird kind of way that I'm building, but I'm trying to connect all of my forests. There we go. That can go into there. My forests will all need to connect, so you can live probably here? Gets me more faith, that's going to be more people. All my forests will need to connect. Shipyard can go into there. There's the castle, that took ages to show up. I have really made a mess of things while waiting for it to show up. Will it have been worth it? Possibly not. Quite possibly not. But there we go, we've got him. That forest piece is not at all what I needed. You know what? I'm going to give up on him. I'm going to assume we've got enough from everything else. I'm just going to drop you down here and get a whole bunch of money. There we go. Because money helps. Money helps. Makes me think I'm doing a good job when I've got high numbers coming in, you know? God, this is not at all what I'm looking for. If I do this... I think this is the best I'm getting. It's sadly going to be buffing their shipyard, but I don't know if I get much of a choice in this. There we go. They barely get anything.
Line go up good.
Yeah. Yeah, numbers increasing means good. This is bad, however. What we want is, if numbers are the same, we don't want many of our guys to be having to fight at a disadvantage. It's a case that I probably want these guys to be fighting against swordsmen, rather than taking the advantage of these guys, which would leave the swordsmen fighting against these. So it's going to have to be I do this, which I'm not all too fond of. But that's now swordsmen kinda doing what they should be, hopefully. I'm gonna take a hit here. I don't think I'm getting out of this without taking a hit. I was really needing that castle to show up sooner. And it just didn't show up sooner. Which is a bit of a shame. But I'm alive. I am alive. We might want to take this. This just gives me some healing. However, faith. We could just go for more faith secure. Faith doesn't really do much. And like I've won, right? I don't know how much, but I've won something, I'm sure. I'm gonna go for more faith. Okay. We need more food, is what I need. Or I can get this guy to be better. He doesn't get to be much better, however. I really just want that guy to be upgraded. But he's not a reliable one. I think we upgrade you. We are needing more food. Quite desperately, is what I'm doing. Would I give money for food? I give up to 100 for food. Maybe? Money's hard to come by. I think we trade the wood. Gets me significantly less food, however. I do think that's a smarter move. Because it lets me upgrade the church. And we do like churches. Do I need more money? Not immediately, no. Even more churches. I mean, if my people eat wood, or even money, there we go. Like, you know how you get that kind of gold leaf that we put on fancy meals? What if we just feed them gold? Right? Also, I didn't check the numbers of things coming in, but I'm assuming, judging by what I've currently got, we're more likely to be getting wooden tiles than anything else. This sends stuff to aligned buildings, which we do not really want it to be doing. Putting it here would stop that, so it would be a bit messy. Eat money doesn't work. I mean, yeah. I guess. It depends on the religion, though. Because, I mean, if you eat the rich... I mean, does that work? I think eat the rich would work. If I want to get my building later doing good... It's not the same, no. I do understand that, don't worry. And ideally, I think anyway, want to put you here? Where does this guy end up then? You know, I put you there. That'll work. We've got another church. Could go anywhere, so I'll hold off for now. That is one terrain type. We need to get another terrain type over there, but for now, we do that. I can see the plains is going to go in roughly that area. So I put you there. Put you there. We're now happy with the forests. I'm thinking we're probably not going to get enough 4 long pieces to button down there, are we? I hope it's okay. But I've got no idea if it will be. I can place you there. This gets to live here. I think, yeah, we start putting a church down here. I'm just going to buy time until that 4-piece we're about to get shows up. Who, I'll not lie, would rather it was a slightly different 4-piece. But it's fine. I can do this for now. Keeps me afloat. That gets me a whole bunch of resources. I think, honestly, I just end this by doing that. As much as I don't like it, I have to. I would have loved to fill in those rows, but if I put anything that wasn't a forest in here, I would have just lost all of that bonus from the forest, that 28 troops. Okay, what we want? Swords people against those guys. Yes. I need to get my archers. Yeah, I understand why you hate it. I think this faction specifically, it doesn't let you play normal Tetris. It is kind of infuriating to watch, but I don't think you can play it differently with this faction. I mean, archers against archers leaves them with 3 archers. I mean, ideally, I want to be doing this. I think I then just do that as the best I can play. I don't know if I'm getting away with a win. I might. Is it a draw? I mean, I'll take it as a win. I didn't lose anything. I won. Been locked in Graveyard as well. And around gain Crusaders. Based on 4 times my faith. I mean, cool. But I don't know if I need that. Start with more faith. There we go. We're managing. We're managing. Somehow. I really don't know how far this run is gonna go. This faction's difficult to play. It really is. We arguably want to be in a fight where we've got lots of predominantly one type of terrain. That boss battle is not predominantly one type of terrain. We do get to go for food or money after this one, so I think this is safe. We don't want to make the boss fight any stronger. I quite like my roadhouse, but we do not have Crusaders to get in yet. Okay, mercenary camp. You sit at the side. You don't particularly care what happens. We can kind of match anything with what we're doing, so I'm going to just say we go for forests, is what I'm preliminarily going to say. This guy, you get to sit here. Thankfully, we don't get much money. This is safe. You can sit in here. That's what I would have liked, but it doesn't quite work out. I should have placed that garrison differently. Do we care about getting another 25 Crusaders? Kind of, yeah. But I don't know how much I care. I think for now I place you up here. The church can also join us up here. This is safe. You can go up there. This is looking kinda bizarre, but we're about to get the piece I've been waiting on. Let's drop you into there. Drop you into here. I do not like this. There we go. Our mercenaries not. Oh, that is a bonus then. Cool. I'll need to keep that in mind. I don't know how that applies to this game specifically, but I mean, I'm down to keep that in mind. So Secker, I'm gonna try and do something cool. You ready for this? I'm gonna place that guy there. And I cannot T-spin this in, can I? Ah, no, never mind. I try to do something cool, it doesn't work. I'll be able to get my church in. That's fine. Drop that in there is probably bad. We need to leave the space slightly open. In goes the church. There we go. Gets me some tiles explored. Siege camp. You get to live up here. You're very much out of the way of everything. That kinda works. There we go. I'm filling in the spaces. You proud of me, Secker? I hope you are. Because I need validation, you know? There we go. We got a couple lines in there. That went alright. That went alright. This time, I'm a lot more confident. So these guys go into here. They go into here. That should be fine. I then do that. This is going to be an actual victory, Secker. There we go. Look at that, 13 troops survived. Aren't you proud of me? Yeah, this faction's a bit of an odd one. I do think we take Sacred Ground. Makes enemies considerably weaker based on the faith I generate. Also makes my guys weaker based on faith. But I actually got a win. I actually did it. Spend my faith to upgrade the Crusades. There we go. How are the Crusades looking nowadays? I get a good amount of resources, honestly. It's not awful. We would like food? Money? Both. We'd like both. More so we want food than money. So I'll take that. I think I do a slight crusade. There we go. Just a small one. Lets me upgrade this. Go to the trading fair. I could trade. I don't know. Do I trade? I get rid of the roadhouse, but I do still need the money generation. I don't have anything currently that gets me money other than that. To be fair, I don't have anything that gets me any resources currently, do I? Oh god, yeah, I don't. I just got paid. Oh no. Money you can get by skipping cards or removing things from my deck. I'm gonna trade my roadhouse. That's just more resources. That one's actually quite nice. I'm happy to have that. Unlock another slot. We can get my Sacred Ground in. This is where the church build gets going, you know? We're going to church. Okay, so we're immediately getting the thing we want to place down. Think place. Probably this. Then you. And that is a reasonable enough start. I want to be able to clear multiple lines at once still, so we do this. Crusader Outpost can live here. That's safe. They get a little fortress. I can put that down here. We get multiple lines at once. That's good. Can place this one quite happily there, but how wide a range does Sacred Ground have? A range of 2. Which means ideally I'd want it to be on one of these 2 tiles. So we do not do that. We do need our forests to be connected. I do this. I don't like it. But I think strategically that is a better move than placing this in somewhere. So if I place that there, would be a nice fit, but it makes the forest only a 4-piece, and which means that's not going to get me many units, and I will likely die. I think that's what I do. Then place you down here. I can place this church anywhere, which means I'm going to place it here. I feel like I should be placing this 4-piece better, but honestly, it just goes in there, I think. We've got one more building coming up, however. I kind of want both the buildings to be in line with this. That's not really feasible, though, is it? Yeah, no, I just dropped this here. That's fine. Get some more Crusaders. Again, this feels wrong, but we're clearing a single line. Place you here. Then we still need the forest to be expanded upon. So I place you there. I place... There's not really a good spot, which looks nice, but I could do this. That makes parts of me which like the idea of having stuff look neat not happy, because I could equally... This feels wrong, but I've got a plan based on the upcoming pieces. So I need to drop this down here, I then rotate it, and there we go. I don't know how many forest pieces are still coming up. But I can place this here for now. Place you here, that's relatively good. Place you there, gets me more faith. We do still have more forests, so that is working out. We need to be able to play these next few pieces, however. I don't think we're saving this. Yeah, that forest's gonna get blocked off because the next 2 forest pieces came last. That is not working out. I mean, this is a nice fit. I'm tempted to just drop that there. It's the only thing I can do. Yeah, that forest isn't looking quite like what I wanted it to. But this does somewhat work out. There we go. Apparently I have now explored 1,000 rows total. It was going to be with my webcam, wasn't it? Meant to do that ages ago. Give me a second. I'll let you actually see my health. Drop that over here. You would then want to have the correct chat on, so it's on the correct side. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. I meant to do that ages ago. Completely forgot. Thankfully, though, Plenty of Fate. So we've just weakened all of those military buildings. Meaning, we are actually looking rather good, all in all, for doing this. What I would like is Swordsmen versus these guys. Swordsmen are our highest number, so we go to them last. We do this, we do this, we do this. Then, I think we win. I think we win. Bottom left? I could put it bottom left. It does just show the lucky things. That's not a bad shout. Let me move it down. That was the wrong thing I moved. What the hell did I select? There we go. We now live down here. Perfect. Look at that. We won. Against the boss. We actually came out with more troops in the end. Oh, hey Georgie. Good to see you. It's been ages. How you been? It's on 69 health. I mean, I could have been. You can still pretend I'm on 69. Like, if you just pretend you're literate for a second and can't read numbers. Like, maybe. Maybe. I also do like how I'm now at 15 faith. Meaning I'm getting a rather silly amount of 75% bonus resources. It's very nice. It's very nice. Wheelbarrow does give me the gold I was missing. I think I do just grab that. That one's gonna help. Remembered you're alive. College killed you. I mean, college should be done with for now, right? For the summer? I think. I think it is. Yeah, now after beating the first boss, first time I've done it in this stream. We get to leave behind one train type, and we get mountains added in. We're going to leave behind the river, because we don't really need too much money. Yeah, I hope both you and Rare are doing good. Hope you're having a lovely time with, like, being free from college, hopefully. We have lots of food. Food I could spend on getting more money. Money that I need. But food that I also need. I need money more? Kind of. I'll do that. I'm going to upgrade it once. I'm not going to upgrade it anymore. Yeah, I'm surprised we're actually getting some of these challenges. Like, what have we done? Explore 1,000 rows total. Collected a lot of food, apparently. Yeah, that's going quite well. Order, we still have to convert units, which I'll not lie, I don't know how you do that. Like, when you do it, and you complete this, you unlock a way to convert people, which is cool. But how do you convert people? I don't know. I don't think I have once converted someone in this game. One more unit to finish off because you delayed it. Ah, fair enough. I mean, hopefully not anything too bad then. Got summer means free time except too much overtime. Ah, alright. Yeah, but when you have a free week, I'm down to do stuff, honestly. It'd be good fun doing stuff, people. It's been too long. The worst crusader? Look, I'll have you know, Seeker. I may be the worst crusader, but I am a crusader. What do we want though? We want a noble card. Noble cards are fun. The hell are these? And a range of 1 explores all squares. That just gets me a lot of resources. Yeah, it's been ages. It's been ages. Even just like chill, do a game night sometime if you want. Just like online. I'd be down for that. Hey Kenneth, good to see you as well. Got busy chats there, there's 3 of you. Can't believe it. Do I want these guys? Kinda and kinda not. They like planes. It does give me more planes. all of these give me more planes. But none of these scale off of faith. I don't think we need you. I think we just need more squares, right? Or do we take this? Because this gives me things to fill in space and also gives me just resources. I am struggling to think of how this works. How do I want this to work? Royal Garden, I think, is the better move. If I upgrade this and explore stuff, very nice. I don't know if you explore things multiple times. Like, if I finish a row, that is you exploring something. You get the resources. This just gives resources from nearby tiles. Assuming as I upgrade it, it gets more range. This just gives me stuff. I don't know if I want the big square. Squares are an annoying piece. Honestly, this kind of free sized piece is quite nice. I might just take that. Sure, why not? Assuming if I upgrade this, it increases in range. Yeah, that's going to be worth it. You want a burger? I mean, burgers are nice. I mean, making a burger yourself is honestly dead simple. It's just like some beef mince and egg, and you get a roll and whatever other toppings you like. It's dead easy to make a burger. Now you need to get balancing of seasonings correct, and I can't really tell you I know what that is off the top of my head. Yeah, burgers not that tricky, honestly. Do we need... We do need stone, okay. We can get stone. Do we want technology or do we want a card? Kinda want technology. It would lead me to doing that one, which leads me to building anyway. Yeah, okay. Biggest issue there is I'm going to be buffing the boss. The boss at the end of this, honestly, I should be fine with. He's not too tricky. I say that, I'm going to lose to him in a minute, aren't I? But he's not too tricky, is he? It's fine. It's fine. There was a sous chef. He went for steak, sandwiches, burgers. That honestly sounds really nice. Yeah. That sounds really tasty. I think we do just do this. We don't want to buff the boss. I'm not going to tempt fate. I mean, being free as well makes it even tastier, right? That's how it works. Okay, place you there. Place you there. These guys like having mountains in line with them. Which is going to make this a bit annoying. I place you there. And I can say with relative confidence, I'm going to mess something up. Because I got that far too early this time. I don't know what I want to do. I mean, we can encase it entirely in trees. I think it's a sensible enough move. Now we just say trees live there. Is this Tetris? Yeah, it's a Tetris deck builder. It's good fun. Okay, so that's now fine. Place you there. We just want trees on this side. Ideally, don't want mountains next to this or that. So... I don't know where this piece goes. I'm gonna say it maybe lives up there. It is a really odd place to put it. But, yeah. Kind of. Now, this is gonna annoy me. But placing this here blocks off any possibility of completing these two rows at the bottom and this one here. This one at the bottom would have 5 explorable tiles. I do not mind about that being blocked off. I'd mind a little bit about having 6 blocked off from these tiles, but that's fine. I can live with that. I can live with it. I put them there, you're gonna have to buy this brewery. Honestly, bunch of good roguelike games out at the moment. I'm sure there is plenty of stuff he's been needing to get around to. I think he would very much enjoy this. Yeah, place them there. Place more trees into there. Old tower, you like mountain pieces being nearby. Okay, place you there. Get churches. Church, do you want to live here? Yes, you do. Good on you, church. Doesn't really get a choice, does it? Okay, churches are happy. Mercenary camp, I'm gonna put here. Here. Here? Here, I think. Weirdly, is where I want to have it. I want to put it like this. Might be slightly better. Yeah, because we're on our sacred ground. It's coming up now. This is looking a little messy. I don't know if we've got more forests coming up. I'm hoping I do, because I've not gotten as many as I'd like. Sacred ground has a range of 2, right? Yeah. I can put you here and hope that I can still get more added in terms of forest. I'll place you there. I don't like... It is like Tetris, yeah. It's similar to Tetris. I wouldn't say it is Tetris, because that would be a lie. It's not Tetris. It is similar. Yeah, that's buffed some stuff, but I think that was the best place to put it. So I can just place that guy there. Eliminates a lot of the things I would have worried about. If I place this in, like, there's a forest piece right at the end that I can't even place in correctly, so we're just gonna start filling in some rows. That's fine. I'd held off on filling in rows. We need to get the rows filled in now. Place you there, place that one there. Little annoying, but we did get in the end get stuff, so that's okay. Sacred Ground has eliminated some people who we otherwise would have had to fight. This is looking a lot less in my favour than I would have liked. I don't know. Is this safe? I mean, ideally, my swords people go against their archers. That would be good. My archers don't really have anything to fight. I think this. I think that's kind of ideal. Yeah. We didn't quite get rid of as many of their troops as I would have liked, but that's fine. That's fine. Got plenty of resources. We can get more of my health back later. I'm okay with that. I think rather than taking anything here, we kind of want the money, so I'm just going to press skip. It gets me a little more money. Can upgrade with crusades. There we go. We can now crusade, but harder. The manor I would like... We want to be able to bring it with us, is the thing. Bringing it with me is difficult. However, that is a lot of resources. Ideally, I do really want to upgrade him. I can send some troops away. Gets me a bit of stuff. I'd quite like to build another church. Start with more faith. I mean, upgrading this doesn't give me anything huge. Like, I get an extra 20% on top of what I currently get with them. Which is good. But I don't know if it's what I need. This is just straight up more resources altogether. I do want to bring this with me. We're going to see what we find in the building kind of shop. A building with a garrison? Sure. None of these are really what I like. I quite like the idea of a bastion. Not in this build. Not in this build. So that's giving me more money now. More money means more options. Options means... not really any options I'm particularly fond of. Upgrading this would be good. Gets me more Crusaders, but I'm literally 1 foot away. Okay, how many Crusaders do I need to spend to unlock a slot? Too many. Because I'm currently worried I might lose soon. If I upgrade this, that's 1 more faith, so I'm better off just upgrading this. That's the sensible move. As much as I want this to be upgraded, I've currently not got it in my deck. That is not the smart choice. I do just need 1 more food. Would get me an extra 5 garrison in this, as well as more Crusaders. It's tempting. To do that, we just need to do 1 small plundering of a village. I think we do. That is sensible. It's more units. More units is good. More Crusaders is also good. What am I now lacking in? I'd quite like to upgrade 1 other thing if possible. More money, more food. I need roughly 100 of each. It's possible if I just do 2 plundering of villages. However, if I do that, that would just let me upgrade this. Building a church is actually more expensive, all in all. Village King? Ah, fair enough. See you in a bit, Georgie. I think, yeah, we just do this twice. That did not get me what I needed. I needed more out of that. Ah, I was looking at the wrong thing. We needed money. Yeah, we were not getting enough money out of that. We just spent everything. Does that get me anything I need? No. I should have just spent it on the extra 1 faith. Ah well. That's fine. That's fine. I am mildly afraid. Yeah, I think next thing to upgrade is probably Sacred Grounds. So that gets me 2 more faith. Assuming we survive. Yeah, harder difficulties of this is difficult. I don't know how you're meant to do it. Also, didn't check what types of terrain we're bringing. That is not good. I'm just going to have to take a guess and say maybe we want to have forests? I don't know. I should have checked. I am going to regret this. Oh dear. Okay. What I can do is I can wedge these people into here. I can shove you to there. You get to live here. Gives them more troops I hadn't taken into consideration. But I then drop this down here. This is fine. Arguably do want to block off those bottom 2 pieces. So doing like a drop straight into here isn't terrible. Like, I don't like it. My Tetris part of me is saying we shouldn't do that, and we should, like, fill in those bottom gaps. But no, that's arguably worse. So we do this. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that in the slightest, but okay. Cool. Drop you into there. It gets a row explored. Drop this guy here. How many more enemy things are coming up? one more enemy building, which can probably fit into that space there. So I can, yeah, be a little less careful. Just drop my churches in wherever. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how many forests we've got here. I really should have checked. Drop you there. I don't know what this last enemy building is. If I did, I would be a lot more comfortable. I think we just have to start dropping things into here. We're not getting many archers. We're going to lose quite a lot of stuff this time. You can sit in there. Last enemy building looks to be a mercenary camp. That is all fine by me. You can sit in here. Let me complete a bunch of rows in a second. There we are. I've got our forest again, but it's coming right at the end, so we don't really care too much. Do want some of it to be in next to these guys. Gets me more crusaders, assuming I'll survive. I think you drop into there. Looks a little iffy. But it does work. It's another one line, and you can get one last line in a second. Yeah, we should have gone for plains this time, would have been the better move. But that Sacred Ground does a pretty decent job at removing units from these adjacent things. Does it do decent enough? I don't think quite... No, I don't think it does. So what we want is this. This is the ideal route I kind of saw in my mind there. I didn't add up the numbers correctly. That's gone badly. I'm dead. Ah well. That's fine. That's fine. We should have known Faith wouldn't win it for us. Yeah, no, we did not get enough military cards. It's a hard faction to play, that one. I'm going to try it again on Extreme. They can win. I need to learn how you convert people. I genuinely don't know how you do. Like, is it a card in here, maybe? Can I unlock something that lets me convert? Fanaticism possibly does it. Heretic Lair? Lose faith through lined buildings? Why would I ever want that? Thieves Hideout? No. Divine Right? No. I don't know what we want from there. I can actually see what these do now. The Blacksmith. Copies resources and or... Okay. Resources and the units from adjacent buildings. It's an interesting one, that. Cathedral. All religious buildings in range give 2 times faith. That's very nice. I would like to unlock that. Monument. And a range of 2, send 15 units to any units. Could be okay. That also benefits enemies if I place it badly. I think I'm going to get Daily Bread. It doesn't help me right now. But I think Fanaticism might be how you convert people. Got a random enemy group with less than your faith plus 10. So that is how you convert people. That's what I need to be aiming for. If I want to be getting lots of units, I want to go here first. We want to immediately settle a couple churches down. I do want to open a slot. That's something we want regardless. Now this part is nice, peaceful, kind of Tetrisy moment. This is all safe. I don't have to worry about anything. This is all fine. I just need to play Tetris. This is all good. Play probably you to here. Play this guy. Play this fella. We want this one to be here. It's going to be a little iffy. So I'm going to put it away for a second. I'm going to plan it out to be slightly different, potentially. No. Planning it out to be different isn't going to help. I place it here. I'm going to regret what I'm about to do, but I'm going to have to place this here, haven't I? The other option is I place it here. Then we're never going to get anything to fill in these other spots, are we? I place it here. Yeah. You get to live here. That's safe. Then place this 4 long piece in there. Whole bunch of resources. Get some resources from here too. Place another bit of forest. Another piece of forest. Another piece of forest. Place this down. There we go. And then even more forest. I don't think we could have got any more troops there. That's as good as you get. We got 130 Crusaders. That went pretty well. Make forests into plains. That is good, assuming I don't level it up too much. See, the way that works... That essentially gives me more plains, which is good. As you upgrade it, it gives you fields, which depending on your faction is very good. Not for me, I just want plains, because you don't get tiles that place fields. So I'm going to take it, and it's going to be a weird choice. I don't know if it's going to work well. It might not even very much work at all. Any of these good? No. What kind of buildings do I have? They're military, and religious, and unique. I guess we could take the training camp. I don't like the training camp, but I don't think we get a choice. Make a trade because we need money. Money is something we will continue to be needing. Take the training camp with us. What do we currently need? Wood would be nice. Food would be nice. Neither of which we'd get enough from by sending people off right now. So we're just going to ready up. We're going to assume we're safe. Siege camp, you live down here. This guy lives in here. That is perfectly good. Place you here. Start getting these guys in. Place you here, I think. We want to save that 4 long piece. This guy lives down here. My training camp sends stuff to allied military buildings. Which means if I place it here, this is actually safe. This would have been a forest. This is not anymore. So that's good. This piece is a forest, which is less good, but not terrible. place you here. Get the church in here. Get you in here. 4 lines by doing this. There we go. Let's place you here. Mercenary camp has to be placed. I'm trying to think how best to do this. No, I don't see a way to do more than just one more line from what we currently have. Yeah, this is the best I'm seeing. Do this, and then we get one last line by doing this. But look at that. All of those units. That's good. Thankfully, I should have enough to win, I think. Let's do this. I think. Yeah, no, I lose slightly to that one swordsman, but apart from that, that's a good win right there. We do not need any of these two, we just want more military units, meaning we are now going all in for faith. Upgrade this. That's an early upgrade. Or we upgrade this, which gets me double the units. Upgrading this starts making things into fields. We do not want that. Commandery, I'd like to upgrade, but I don't think it's a priority. I think this guy comes first because he gives more faith and gets double the units. Then it would be him, then it's the commandery. So we're looking for more wood, we're looking for more food. I can buy a lot more wood. Wood gets me commandery. I can buy more food. Gets me the outpost. Outpost I think is a priority, like I said a second ago. So we do go for the food. We spent our money to do that. We needed the money. Oh cool, we can get more money. Well, that works out, doesn't it? Alright, sure. I will take that money. We're not paying with our life force for any of it. Again, we can upgrade this. We don't do that. Not yet. Expeditions. Do we want to? No, we want to get a commandery in, which means... Oh, I didn't look at that correctly. I'm going to be adding stuff to the boss. I don't have a choice in it. We'll be fine, I'm sure. I can do that. I see bring a commandery. I've now got 100 crusaders. Get me some units in terms of like upgrades potentially. Can I get more from upgrades? No, we need a lot of food from training camp. That's not something we're doing. All right, fair enough. We do not really immediately want this piece, but I will place it down over here. Place this guy tucked in to there. So this forest is about to be transformed into not a forest. There we go. I place you there, and you can possibly see what I'm aiming for right now. Thinking I place him there. I don't like him being in the center, but I don't think we get a choice. We do need the planes to connect, so I can't place him underneath the encampment. Meaning I guess I place him... Because we're about to get a horse stable. Place you vertically here. Because you want to counter the horse stable, which means we put it down there. Place you like that. There are. This guy gets to sit in here, is perfectly good. This outpost gets to sit probably here. Sure. This guy gets to go here. We'll complete one line. But also just ensures we don't have to worry about connectivity with planes. Which is good. That, I would normally say wants to go there. But I think it goes here, actually. Place a commandery here. I want to leave a gap just to be safe for potentially a horse stable. I think I do place that there. We do this. Honestly, at this point, I do this. It clears as many rows as I think we're going to get out of that line in a single go, because I want to place you probably here. Because you've got a few swordsmen to go after. I think that's sensible. And I just kind of hope that we get some more planes. I don't know if we will. Well, it's a small amount more planes, actually, by the looks of things. That's alright. Place him. Don't care about that big block. And we get some more planes. I'm happy with that. Place this in here. And then as opposed to clearing a line, I do think we just go for more planes. Yeah, there we are. That looks promising. So, against swordsmen, we want heavy dudes. So we do this, and then that. And that should work out, I think. We're going to have a large advantage here. 46 units left. It's going better this time. It went rather abysmally the last couple of times, but it's going better now. Sacred Ground? Yes, we take that one. We're about to have a peaceful moment, so Sacred Ground isn't coming with us, but we do want to get that upgraded. Because that just gives you a whole bunch of faith. We can upgrade the Crusades, so we do that. Do we want to do a Crusade? Build a church? It's not awful. Do you want to look for loot? I mean, on a high roll, we could get 50 stone, which is enough to maybe upgrade a church soon. I think... No, we buy another unit slot, because we want to get Sacred Ground in. Even if it's a peaceful map, I think we still want both of them in there. Okay, so we are looking for planes, is what we're doing. Reserve that for now. I'm going to just place you... I regret it. I'm going to place you there, I think. I'm already regretting it. This doesn't fit in as nicely as I'd hoped it was a second ago. Okay, you go in the corner. That's fine. We're not fighting anything. This isn't going to be the end of the world or anything. This gets to go there. This goes in there. That's quite happy. Sacred Ground. I'm going to place it here just because I know of an achievement I can get where I need to remove units from my own building with Sacred Ground. That gets me slightly more progression for stuff. I know it's a bad spot. It's, in my opinion, the best way to currently do that. This can go here. This piece goes like this. This piece wants to go there, but not just yet. Because I think the training camp, yeah, because of where it pivots around, I could fit that in there. Although arguably, while it fits, it doesn't buff anything. So that is better putting it there. We'll hold on to it then. I'll hold on to it. And I don't entirely know what we're going to do with it. It fits too snugly in. But it needs to be in line with these guys. Alright, we're just going to miss out on some tiles. I think if I play this correctly, we can miss out on only a handful. Arguably, this piece would have been nice to have slotted in just under where it is now. But it's fine. It's fine. This now gets to live up here. That's pretty good. You get to go there. You get to go here. Chuck in some churches and whatnot as well. I want to be getting more resources out of this. Place you there. You there. And, yeah, we're not quite able to get the extra row in the end, but it does work out. Whole bunch of units, all being made into Crusaders. Reduced cost for upgrading things is just incredibly good. This, if you upgrade it, means you get to pick from extra upgraded cards, but yeah, we just make upgrading things cheaper. We could pay to upgrade this, but we kind of need our resources. I think that might stay quite low level. We do, however, have potentially upgrading a card, or refilling defenses / gaining a card. Do we... We don't really need to refill defenses. It's between upgrading or not upgrading. I think we go for the upgrade. And hope it doesn't get clearing. Okay, we got a good one picked out. That leveled up a good one. I was kind of hoping it'd be Sacred Ground, but that's still a nice one to get. I'm happy. That's fine. Do we upgrade this? It gets
This
to be
better
ever
be
so
the
slightly
voice.
better. Hey, Con. What voice were you looking for? Unless you mean the voice, meaning like the old TV show. It's not Brian, he doesn't exist in the Sound Alerts text-to-speech. I'm sorry, Con. I couldn't find him anyway. He might exist. But it wasn't immediately obvious, and I didn't look for too long, I'll be honest. That was mostly being lazy, and, you know, we don't upgrade any of those. I'm double checking, I'm panicked, because we've buffed the boss slightly. We don't have any extra buildings we need to take in, which means we can do an expedition. Church? Church? Maybe church? I mean, if we do a couple expeditions, we can upgrade a church normally. I think we just do this twice. There we go. 2 extra faith, that's gonna help. Okay, immediately starting with a 3-piece. That can go in here. And there. Rally point goes over there. Church starts blocking things off. Or does it? Where did I put this strategic center? It's about to come up. The strategic pavilion. I don't know. I don't like how this is looking, but there we go. It's been placed. How you been anyway, Con? Hope you've been doing well. I should probably actually save the training camp, shouldn't I? Place this in here. Alright, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Place this down here? I said it in such an inquisitive tone because this is about to go badly, I've just realised. Okay, no, never mind. The wall receded. We're fine. Strategic Pavilion, you can go here. That gets cleared, which is nice. I would like to place this down here. There we go. Place this down here. Lovely stuff. And I don't know where I want to put this fortress. I can't swap out for a big piece. I don't want to place it there, but I really don't want to place it here. I hate placing it here. But I'm not convinced I had somewhere better. It's a problem with factions, they're a real pain. Okay, do that. I again don't like it. I don't think I get a choice. Do you have any more enemy buildings coming up? No, I don't. Range in that is 2. I've got an idea. It's a rather silly idea, I think. Is it one that would even theoretically work? If I put this guy here, and then I trigger the wall, yes. I need sacred ground to be within range of both the wall and this. For that to happen, sacred ground needs to be placed in this current topmost row I can place in. And then I need to trip the wall, get it to be placed down. So I think it's gonna slightly buff them. I do this. And then we get the wall to place. Is it there? The wall then gets weakened? The wall didn't get weakened. That wasn't what I was after, but okay. Sure. That's fine enough. I think our numbers are looking promising enough. We're not gonna die. I don't know how well we're going to do, but we're not gonna die. I don't think, hopefully. So ideally, I think it is a case of doing this. As much of a mess that looks like, this seems to be like a decent approach in terms of saving my units. Because we want to conserve our units best as possible. You know what? 15 damage to the boss. I'm happy with that. That's fine by me. Not exactly happy, but it could have been a lot worse. Better exploration bonus. Possibly, but gold is very nice. We can upgrade the Crusades. I think exploration bonus, as much as I like it, this isn't the faction to take it with. So I'll take wheelbarrow. We do not need rivers, I don't think. Rivers are a bit of a pain. I do not like for cards. What I want is... I mean, there's a specific technology I'd be looking for. I like planes, so I'm probably going to say that's a better option to go for in the next battles. So we go for this. Do not need boosted resources. We just need a technology card. It's not the one I was looking for. That's a shame. Optimizer immediately goes against the wheelbarrow I've just got. I'm going to go for this card selection one. Let's see. I can't upgrade it yet. I'd want to potentially upgrade it soon. I'm thinking though, wheelbarrow, we upgrade this. Doubles its benefit. We just need money and we need stone. I think's mostly what we're after. I can do that. Can I reasonably spend this wood? I think I could. Brings me down to 200. But a single crusade gets me a good amount of wood. I think I'd rather the more money. Sensible choice, I think. Again, don't have a 7th building to add in, so that's fine. We do not really need to do a crusade, but if I'm worried about health, I can always just do a crusade for some health. I think we save up for more slots. We are wanting to get more buildings. We need more military. Okay. Supply lines coming up. What does that do? Loses stuff for each terrain in its row. That one is honestly not awful to deal with. If I just place you kind of flatly on the bottom. Yeah. I don't want to give it too much terrain. But I can manage that. Put commandery down there would work. This is making sense to me so far. Place this guy down. So if I'm going to play Oddworld, I'm still on the fence with it, Sekiro. I'm still on the fence. Like, it's... I don't know. It's alright. I can see why it gets mixed reviews. I can definitely see why it gets mixed reviews. I wouldn't outright say it is bad. It's just not what I expected. Let's try X this. I mean, I very much could try X this. Like, I'm not particularly against trying it. Just, I don't know much about what to expect from it. X this is the thing. If I do that, that's now going to be within range to get rid of some of the troops from supply line. I can fit the siege camp in nicely there. The rally camp's not going to fit in nicely though. I'm going to have to do a Tetris faux pas and leave the space there. I don't get a choice. That lives over there. Siege camp Yeah, lives down here, I think. That guy gets to live up here. Think, yeah, we place this guy here. It is slightly going to buff the enemy. That's mostly alright. Place you down here. This will buff, I think, 2 of my friends if I do this. You immediately get shot, so that didn't help much. You know, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. You can get shot slightly. It doesn't affect me too much. I want to get this in somewhere nice. Where do I want it? I think that works. It clears 1 lane, which does get me extra money for clearing a single lane at a time. That gets me another single lane, so that's even more money. We do want money. That is capitalism after all. I think we just kind of do that. We don't want to mess up the bonus we're getting from connected territory. Let's see. Got plenty of faith. So these guys got a lot of units. I still think we need more faith. I mean, my archers will work well on these guys. These guys will work well on the archers. I think this is the ideal way to go. Extra swordsmen, they're not going to get over 70 in number. There we go. With a spare 60 units. It worked out. It might be infuriating, but it worked out secure. Alright. We never really do transforming. I do like the idea of even more resources. I'm gonna say we take that. However, I'm gonna upgrade this, I think, potentially. Other option is upgrade a church. Upgrade Sacred Ground. Honestly, Sacred Ground is going to take priority, I think. That just gives you so much faith. Like, I can't not upgrade it. Yeah, we would like... not anything that transforms anything. We want 1 specific card. Maybe it's actually 2 specific cards. There's one I'm thinking of, and it's not this one, but this one's really nice. That's just extra faith. And in the words of Bon Jovi, you got to keep the faith, or whatever it was. Can't remember quite the name of the song. I think the name of the song is just Keep the Faith, isn't it? I'm not a huge Bon Jovi fan. I've listened to some of his stuff. Pretty good. I'm gonna see we want gold. Money is nice. Upgrade the church is tempting. Upgrade this is tempting. Church can come later. I think we upgrade this. This means the card we're looking at as the extra is going to be better. I don't think any of these are what I want. I'm looking for potentially another commandery. Maybe like another religious building of some type. Heavy units potentially could work. Production... I mean, you get faith-based production buildings. None of those are what I'm needing. Not at all. Okay, cool. We can potentially upgrade a card in a second. think we go to this region. Wait, someone's asked you for a source when you're on about nanometer and micrometer. Why are you on about micrometers and such? Like, millimeter is like, yeah, small. Micro, I don't entirely know where it goes from there, but I'd imagine you're correct. Like, if I had to make an educated guess. I still don't have another building, so I think we do just build a church. There we go. More faith. Okay, immediately we get a lovely little piece of land in terms of, yeah, being kind of just what we were after, right? With the sorry, dude. I'm looking for planes. I'm trying to think about the nano and micro thing. Microorganisms with chainsaws on his lips? What? It's an odd thing to compare, but alright. I mean, go for it. I don't particularly see how it should matter either way. But, sure. I'm gonna place you in there. This guy's gonna live here. I've got a spot in mind being there, specifically, or like here potentially, for where my sacred grove thing is gonna go. Also notice I've just blocked off accidentally. Yeah. Some of my stuff I would have wanted. Ah well. That's fine. I would like to build you there. This guy lives here. We're wanting to make sure all these bits of planes are connected. Puppy's finally calm. Ah, that's good, Shy. That's good you finally get a little break from her. Hopefully she's not been too much. Yeah, they shoot down my guys up there. That's alright. Not amazing, but it's alright. This is not ideal. I'm not getting the pieces I need to fit into there. I think place that there as weird as it seems. I'm not convinced this is going to work well. Got a Discord notification, which... I'm confused. Is that actually Discord? This little thing didn't pop up saying anything. That's actually my Discord. Why am I not in streamer mode on Discord? What? What's going on there? Alright, cool. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can what the hell's streamer mode in this again? I can't even remember. They just like me to relog in to my Twitch. Is that what's going on? Nah, I'll figure it out. It's fine. That's actually the Discord notification. That is the first time I think that's actually happened during the stream. Place that there. Gonna have to place you there. This very much lives there. That is where it lives. Church, as much as I would love it to go anywhere of use, I don't think I've got anywhere good for it. This is such a weird way that I've built this. I can't get that last little piece in there. Damn it. Place you there. That works. Can I, like, mute notifications for a while? I'm kind of hoping so. That's annoying me. Could just close Discord. There we go. That does it. Okay. We've got... Put you there. Prison, theoretically, I should put here. That's just you playing it, and it's not giving me a notification in the chat that you're playing it. That's weird. Normally it gives a notification in the chat whenever something plays. Through the Discord noise. That really confused me there. Why is it not giving me a notification that someone played a sound? Like, I gave notifications about text-to-speech. Like, I'd assumed that was what it was. But normally it says in the chat. Does it not do that anymore? You know, this has gone badly this time. Because we didn't manage to connect all of our planes. Let me think, how best to do this? I mean, it would be our archers against them. Make them into archers. Go against you. Then just hope for the best. I don't know if that's gonna work. Nah, it's gone better than I thought it would immediately. But I'm still dead. Ah well. We got reasonably far. Yeah, no, that was like the extreme difficulty. I'm happy with that. I got reasonably good into that. Yeah, I think that's probably enough for now. I reckon. But you know what? One more. I can do one more. It's just not telling me in the chat. That is weird. Like that. I mean, are you playing it through the extension? Or that wouldn't. I'm just really confused why sound alerts isn't telling me. Like, I did say... No, I didn't do sound alerts for text-to-speech. That's just a different reward kind of thing. That's weird. That is weird. Normally, it comes up with something in the chat, so I actually have a way to know. But it does show up in the chat slightly after when the sound comes in. So you're not, like, being scammed. Unlock a slot, because we will be needing it. And let's go. Put you into here. Church can go there. Yeah, try and get through this starting kind of stuff quickly. No guarantees it's actually going to be quick. Yeah, there are typically, like, not many problems, but yeah, I do think there can be issues with it. Put you there. I can honestly put my, like, final castle thing right at the end if need be. Which is somewhat tempting with how much of a mess currently everything is looking. Where do I want this one? Nah, I'm gonna have to put it down here. We've missed a row. Not ideal. But I'm not having my kind of playing of spaces messed up that badly. Crusader Outposts. I think you can live here. That's fine enough by me. That then gets to go there. Getting more lines explored, and just to make you happy, Secure, there we go. It's perfect. It will take a manor. I think that's a reasonable one to have early on. And we would like production card, I think. Fertile ground. Now that is a good one. That is a very good one. So we are taking that. Next, food or wood? We think we want wood. Let's go here, take the wood. Up we go. Yeah, we want... I'm going to say probably manor. But very tempted to say fertile ground. You know what? Fertile ground. Because fertile ground is essentially every type of terrain. So I just have Crusader Outpost next to that, and I just get a lot of Crusaders. It's really good. It's just really good. Place it... I'm gonna say there. Got a mercenary camp, gets to live up that side. That can go there. Let's see, you go into there. That lives up there. Put this in that spot. This guy lives that. One space is alright. Not the best, but it's alright. Yeah, plenty of Crusaders now, thanks to that. We now get to do you. How best does this work? I think we do that. We do that. And we do this. There we go. That's working out well. I've got another church. Church can just live up here. Is a slightly awkward spot to place anything in. With what tiles we have left, as annoying as it is, we're doing that. So I'm looking to get a lot of military. I would apologise, but nah, you don't get an apology. You get this. Got 2 empty spaces. But I've got a lot of troops. And seeing as we're against primarily heavy dudes, that's fine. Because some alerts have come in now. You've apparently played Discord noise, apparently, Sekiro. I don't know if the sound alerts are feeling okay. Ah, well. That's fine. Do we want another church? Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, it came in quite late there, didn't it? Do I want to exchange a level 3 card? Or a level 1 card, sorry, not really. Exchange food for money, I think. Money means I can upgrade fertile ground, which means it gets me just more stuff. There we go. We would like even more money. This gives me the option between both of these. Sure. I'll take more money. I think we want the middle one. Yeah, and we want to go next to forests. Yeah, poor Symbiote. It's had a busy week, I'm sure. We don't need to do anything in there. In which case we're ready. Get rid of that immediately. We want you. We would like you to be there, I think. Mercenary camp can live that spot. I'm going to end up building a slot, aren't I, for where I want my stuff to go. And that's not the way I should be playing. I should do that. Play you up there. Fertile ground can go down here. You can go there. And we get some stuff explored. You can live here. So fertile ground connects everything. I think we play there, then do this. I'm wanting to see just how good this mana is in a second. I think it will help out quite nicely. I want to see just how good it is. Which means I'm gonna, for now, play you up there with no real intention of actually getting it. If I do this... Yeah, that makes a lot of tiles. That is not in any way bad. Ranger base does not want to be connected to any forests. So you live there. Get back to that castle in a second. I've just not really got any great spots to fill in here, do I? I mean, we're going for forest, I know that much. Play that there. Want this to be up here, I guess, and just not connect anything to the side of it. Do we need money or do we need food and wood? We need food and wood more so. So we do that. And then... Perfect. Why is that only 28? Have I not upgraded him at all? I don't think I have. This is not looking promising. We've lost this one. And I'd like to blame the fact that I've not gotten any of the military cards I kind of need for this. Make cards cheaper, sure. That doesn't help. Make forests into plains is an alright one. That arguably helps more. Now we're just going for plains. Okay, we can finally upgrade you. That's good. Upgrade this. Yeah, that didn't go well, did it? This was refill defenses. I believe refills 50% as opposed to if I did this, boss gets 25. Theoretically, that is the better move. Grab church. Let's go. It's a peaceful round. We're looking for primarily plains for this guy. Do this. If I do that, is arguably quite good. There we go. Fill in the last of the space here. Will be nice. Crusader outpost we keep on hand. The rest of this we can just kind of fill in. Seems I'm about to get the fertile land, and I know roughly where it's going to go. Nah, I was going to say we do that slightly differently, but no, we just do this. I don't like it, but that's how we do it. Next Crusader outpost goes here. Church. If I place a church here, we'll be able to get a multi-line exploration bonus thing. I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna have you go here instead. This lets me actually still connect up this top piece, which is ideal. We do want the church. I think we do just that is fine. There we go. Lots of troops, all being turned into Crusaders. That's how it's meant to go if you get your troops lining up correctly. We'll take a Sacred Ground. Will I upgrade it? Can I upgrade it? Not yet. We need more wood. I would be quite tempted to upgrade this guy. This one? Upgrading to level 3 is tempting. It's technically more units. It's not even technically more units, it's just more units. Let me take you, I guess. We then refill our defenses. Yeah, we gained 35, the boss gained... Yeah. 25. I'm tempted to do this. Getting a faction card could save me right now, but I think we do just get the hell. We do it sensibly. Sacred Ground is going to be more useful than Manor. Yes, no. This one actually could be... Manor I don't think works on the wall, because it creates extra territory. So yeah, that's how we want to play it. Put you there. Church gets to live here. In Fortress I will place here in the hopes we get to somehow nerf it at some point. You go here. This gets to go there? And I don't like the idea of putting that there. I don't like where this gets to live. I should have paid attention, but no, I don't know if I could have done this better. I'm trying to think where is best to put it, and I think here. Technically. I don't like it. If I place Sacred Ground, I'm gonna say here. I'm not convinced I haven't fucked us, yeah. I don't like how this is looking. I think we do that, and I do not like that. I mean, we didn't get strong military cards this time at all. We didn't really get anything for military. Kind of just relying on, yeah, Sacred Ground to pull through for me. I don't think we've won this. That's a bit of a shame, but we'll still try. I think this is it. There we go. It's not ideal. So do we even need to see the outcome of the... I don't know if we do need to see the outcome. But let's have a go. The harder difficulties really aren't joking. They are difficult. I mean, we slightly lost. I think we were close. You know, fun game. Fun game. I do enjoy it. As tricky as a higher difficulty is. I do keep in mind, when I'm playing that, the enemies have double what they normally have. Right? I don't know what defense cost means. Normally, you can put an enemy unit, or building, or whatever we're calling it, into your reserve so it doesn't actually play. Came just in time. You know, I can do one more run if you think you're just in time. I was just about to end the stream, honestly, but I'm enjoying the game. I don't have anything planned tonight. So yeah, sure, just in time. I can do one more run. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. That's a good game. Like, I'm just gonna keep on playing more. I don't know if I'm gonna stop. It's fun. It's not anything to, like, bar into, like, your strategy and everything. It's just, you play it, you have a good time. Yeah, this time we're gonna win. Yeah. He's got a new person, we can't look bad in front of a new guy, so. That's how it works. You can't possibly look bad in front of a new guy, or I'll just be teased. I'll never live that down. Yeah, Religious Faction's a weird one, where you don't really get to play like you normally would play Tetris. I don't know. They're fun, but equally, I hate them. Drop that there. Drop you down there, seems to be safe. Put you down into here. This is gonna look slightly weird however I do this, isn't it? Like, you go there. You can fit in here. This piece just needs to kind of live there. Which is a bit weird. But there we go. We now get all our troops, this becomes Crusaders, we're fine. Never played with anything but the Duchy. The Duchy is so much easier. So much easier. So this is one based around faith. I'm assuming if you've only played the Duchy, you're not too far through the game just yet. I'm not going to spoil too much in terms of it. But for a progress tree, if you want to see where you unlock this one, this is where you start with the Duchy. You then go on up, and you keep going up. This is the Republic. Republic's the second faction. This is the ones I'm playing as. They're quite far up the tree. I'd imagine you're safe. You're safe for a while. I'm also playing on extreme difficulty, so like enemy buildings have double what they normally would in terms of their garrisons. So it's not friendly, to put in simple terms. The game does not like me when you play in this difficulty. Massive skill tree, not a fan of how linear. So, yeah, but there's other things I don't like about the skill tree, which is different to the fact of it being linear or not. I'll point it out once I'm done with this. So, the skill tree itself, good fun. I like a skill tree in my kind of like roguelike games. It's fun. You play the game and you actually have some kind of progression that sticks through towards the end of it. That's nice to have. What's less nice to have is... this is a military building. Okay, that can live... I'm gonna say here. Yeah, sorry. What's less nice to have with the skill tree is the fact that to get things on the skill tree, you need to be playing and getting your achievements in order to unlock any skill points whatsoever. And some of the achievements are just like, you need to play the game for a long time. So if you want to max out the skill tree, you just need to get like 2,000 food, and 2,000 logs, and 2,000 gold, or whatever. Which, I don't know, that starts to feel grindy to me. Which I personally amn't a fan of. Like, I'll show you quite what I mean. You think it's better? Yeah. I think to an extent, yes. To an extent, also, no. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's a suitable amount of achievement hunting. Because if you want to get the new factions in order to get some of the achievements, you can't be maxing out like everything before progressing. Also, this is one weird looking level I'm setting up right now. I'm fully aware of this fact. I just really want this guy to go live in the corner. There we go. I've been waiting for him for so long. Because, basically, the unique thing for this faction is this guy. End around, for each square in the connected smallest area, you get, yeah, one archer currently. It gets better, but basically, you want to have him only next to one type of area. So having him next to just these plains means each of these plains, each single square, is going to give me, currently anyway, one archer. If we upgrade him, 2 archers, and if I upgrade him again, I think 3? It would be a logical progression, but I don't know if it goes up to 3. It might just increase the faith the building gives you. Wouldn't say no off the top of my head. Yeah, some of the achievements, like you say, they're kind of spongy achievements. Some of them are more fun and, like, creative. But you'll see kind of top left, convert a total of 50 enemy units while playing with the order. That seems like an interesting thing. You might be thinking, oh, cool. That's like a unique trait only these guys have. But no, it's a specific technology card that you need to get, which you do not start with, and I currently do not have unlocked. But yeah. Friend of yours helped you translate the game, gave you a Steam code. Hell yeah. Watching gameplay until you can go home and try it for yourself. Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, if you've done the tutorial, that's a good place to start typically with any game. I'll not lie, I watched videos and then just kind of went into it. I didn't play a tutorial. I can probably say this is a reasonable enough way to fight. There we go. That should work out. Yeah, one thing to keep in mind, definitely something I'd recommend anyway, It's not immediately obvious. You can group the enemy units into each other when doing your battle orders. It takes a little of time to get used to it. It takes a little bit longer than I'd like to get used to it, honestly. That gives me extra money. I'll take money. But yeah, when you group enemy units together for fighting, they work the same as your units do. So if you group a small group of archers with a large group of axe people, and then put them towards your own archers, you get the bonus, because you're archers against their axe people. It's not something you need to worry about in earlier difficulties, but later on, it's definitely something you're going to need. I will upgrade this, probably. It's just more money. Sure. You know, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. I have currently... Let me check my Steam. How many hours do I have in game? I have 12.5 hours. I've put a decent amount of time into this. It's a blast. It is really good fun. Yeah, I will take wood. Wood is probably better. Get extra food from there? That actually does help me. It brings me towards regions I would potentially want. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go for the food depot. Take the food. We upgrade this. I mean, the fact we got Commandery makes me think this could be a run that works. I don't know how you're meant to do this faction without it. But yeah, the fact we have Commandery should help. Preserve that piece for now. We are wanting to connect with forests is what we want. Place you there. Gonna see we put this one in there. There we go. Stick that one down. That one's fine. Chapel is going to be a little annoying to make work. Yeah, because this siege camp's about to come in. That's really going to ruin my day, is what it's going to do. Siege camp does not have anywhere good to go but doesn't ruin everything. I think the best I can do is this. I do not like doing that, but I don't think I get a choice. This is now going to give me more faith because I've got a... This needs to be next to any building. I thought that had to be next to a religious building. Okay, that is different to what I thought it was. I was mistaking it for a different card. Indeed, what do I do here? Perfect. No, that is awful. I think I do that. I really do not like these siege camps. They are big and get in the way. I think I'd place a church down here. I was kind of leaving space open to clear lots of rows, and then I kind of ruined everything. This, I do not like. I'm not a fan of how this looks. I can fix it. Okay, that's fine. It's fixable. That is all that matters. I could probably not place you there. Place that. Place that. I'm focusing on my military units, and this is going to be a mess. Can I not rotate that correctly? I can't. Lovely. That is... Okay, that's not great. I was hoping to fit that piece in kind of along there. This doesn't look good. I didn't manage to connect my forests. I don't know how you're meant to play this faction on Extreme. I've been trying for so long. Oh, it's terrible. I don't know how you're meant to do it. This is the best I'm getting. I think, thankfully, because we are still early into the run, we're not dead. But this is not looking very promising. We've lost 15. Losing 15 is not the end of the world. I can manage with that. None of these help. None of those help. Like, that could be nice, but no, it's not very nice. It's not good at all, really. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Oh, I've got another person. Hello, good to see you. I am attempting with little success to play as this faction. I don't know if you've played any of this game yourself. If you have, and you've tried to do extreme difficulty with the order, it's not nice. I think it's the best way to put it. Chapel, I think we get rid of in favour of the Abbey. There we go. I want the money. Oh, I didn't check what types of land I'm going for. I'm gonna hope. And I'm very much gonna hope that I get a good type. I'm thinking it's probably gonna end up being like forest, I'd guess. So I'm gonna play you there. Well, no, like you say little success. I've gotten through Act 1 a couple times. Yeah, little success is definitely putting it mildly. You're right. Doing that, as much as it pains me, is a better move. I don't like the order, I'll not lie. They are a weird one to play. When they work well, they're really nice. But when they don't, you're stuck doing the same, like, run every couple, like, minutes when you restart. What do I want here? Do I want... I'm thinking this? Continue the forest up. I'm starting to think it was plains that I was after, not forest. But oh well. Place that one there. I'll stream tomorrow. I don't particularly have plans to. Although, as far as I'm aware, I'm not actually up to anything tomorrow, so I could always do an extra stream if people actually want one. Like, I'm always down to just little extra stream every now and then. I mean, I don't know what I'd stream on. Possibly this again? Possibly do some ballot throw? I'm not really sure. I'd do something. I definitely stream something. I don't think, like, streaming nothing is a great idea if I'm going live. You know, potentially. I don't know how I feel about immediately doing streams for new viewers, but potentially. Potentially. Because I do enjoy the game. I'd be down to do a little bit more, maybe. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Our forest... Let's see a bit. Let's see a bit. Let's play the same game on my upcoming stream. If I'm doing something tomorrow, I might do more of this. I mean, seeing as you've come along with this game, it really depends kind of what people want. Because, I mean, I'm down to do this. I'm down to do ballot throw. I'd probably not be doing anything like Elden Ring or that. I normally do that during the week. Didn't do it this week. Wasn't feeling it. Instead did ballot throw. Also, it's not those I want to do. It's these guys go into... I'm gonna say this. It's a suspensible order. I've actually got my upcoming streams set for the games. I set that ages back. And I've forgotten to update it since. I should really update that. Anyway, for now, I'm enjoying this game. I might stream tomorrow, might not. Up to you. If you want to come by, if I am streaming, cool. If I'm not streaming, I mean, there's plenty of other streamers, I'm sure. I wouldn't say like I'm the best streamer out there. Like, I enjoy the game. I I do streaming for fun though. Like I'm just doing this for the fun of it. At the end of the day, I'm enjoying myself. And that's all that matters. Okay, village, what do you give me? Get a random card. This is nice, but this is what I was hoping for. This can now work. Did you work with gamers? I mean, I'm probably good. I'm just doing this as a hobby. I'm not looking to commission anything. I appreciate you asking before just sending stuff. But yeah, I hope whatever you're up to is going well. I mean, normally people who try and peddle art are bots. I don't think you're a bot, so I'm not gonna go like ban you or anything. I'm fine enough if you're not a bot. It's just if you are a bot, I'm less happy because bots are annoying. Well, if you ever want to like show off your art, if you do like commissions and that, I'd be happy to have a look. I wouldn't be commissioning anything, but I'd be happy to have a look. What kind of terrain am I looking for right now? Right of badges. Anything seems pretty well done, bot. I don't know. It's hard to know with bots. It is. Like, the thing is with bots is they will try and look legitimate, like our server is saying. It is suspicious when they have lots of followers and no VODs and stuff like that. I can't say anything for absolutely certain, though. Like, I don't want to go accusing people of being bots, because I imagine I wouldn't want to be accused of being a bot. However, you need to have some degree of skepticism when it comes to streaming, otherwise you're just going to get caught by bots. So a lot of bots feel, like, I don't know if you've seen many yourself, Starway, but a lot of bots come in and they strike up a conversation like a normal person. I don't know if it's based off of like neural algorithms or something, and they can pick up on keywords. I mean, yeah, of course I'm a bot. Everyone knows that. I mean, come on. No, but like, I don't know entirely how they do it. It's some kind of like speech recognition possibly, or they just do stuff on timers. But the bots are becoming more advanced, like, yeah, Georgie was saying. It's hard to know sometimes. I mean, if I just become more Scottish, they would struggle, yeah. I mean, I don't think I've done a full-on Scottish stream before, but I could. I mean, yeah, like, if you can't predict the chat, I mean, all I'm gonna say is I am either incompetent or omnipotent. I'm not sure which. I'm going for, hopefully, the former of omnipotent. Because that sounds a lot kinder. Yeah, no. I don't like accusing people of being bots. Sometimes it's incredibly obvious, where they're like, oh, buy cheap viewers at such and such a link. And I'm like, yeah, that's it, bot. I'm not gonna sit around with that in the chat, and I'll time it out. Because that's what you do with bots. If they're trying to sell you art, the thing is, though, with it, is it's really hard to know. If someone actually legitimately came on here trying to sell art, it would be difficult to know. Because a lot of these art bots, they steal art from artists to kind of sell forward. Or they now do AI-generated stuff with, again, like, the kind of moral complexities of that, and is it actually art that they've made and own if it's like AI art, because it's made with stuff from training data from people who didn't give permission for it to be training data. I don't know. It's always a little bit iffy. Always a little bit iffy. I think that's the best I'm getting. I've missed out a group, haven't I? Alright, move into them as well. Oh, I did that wrongly. Okay, I've definitely failed here. Oh well. You know, one last run. One last run. So I think we've lost this. The wall is a really tricky one to do with this faction, though. I think one thing definitely with this game I think could be improved is more bosses. You're always against the same 3 bosses in the exact same order. Which, I mean, after a while gets boring. I'll not lie. Like, at the end of the day... No, I'll do an extra 6. I'm actually thirsty. At the end of the day, it's fine. But if you're sitting playing the game much, it does get a little boring to have exactly the same kind of runs each and every time. Like, randomization comes in with the deck building portion, because you get randomized cards. And, like, randomized cards is cool. That's what deck builders are about. It's less entertaining, though, when it's just, like, you need the same few cards, but you just don't start with them. Like, I'm sure it could run with a different kind of build if I really wanted. Like, I could just play different faction. All in all, that would work. But it's definitely hard playing this faction without going all in on faith and then having pretty much the same build each and every time. And because the bosses are the same, it's really hard to get this faction going off the ground. Like, I think if they had, like, unique bosses for each faction, that could be quite fun. I'd quite like that. Also, thank you for the quack, I do appreciate it. Put you into there. This is going to be a bit tricky to balance correctly, but I should manage. Got a lot of points. I mean, may as well spend them on the quacks, but, you know. What else are you going to spend them on? Yeah, play that there. I can have you sit there. And I've just not cleared any lines this time. Can I, like... I'm not gonna count this run. That run's not happening. We're going again. Did I get, like, 1 4-long piece? Did I not get another piece? Normally you get 2. I might have missed it. I wasn't entirely paying attention. I was just talking about the game and how it kind of feels samey after a while. The other factions are a lot less samey. It's just this one faction. I don't know. I don't entirely vibe with it. I should maybe just go with a different faction. You know, I am going to go with different faction. That sounds like fun. So I've been doing that one a lot. We've not shown off the Republic one. You okay there, Georgie? I hope you are. I hope you're not, like, having a stroke and struggling to read because of that. Yeah, this faction is an interesting one. Basically, you build up this one thing, the Belfry. This goes up to upgrade level 10. Normally, cards go up to upgrade level 3, and that is where they start. So this is quite a fun one. And I have a specific build in mind I can kind of show off with it, which should be good fun. Yeah, what we want is... I'm going to say put you away for now. That one there. The warehouses, they get you a lot depending on connected neighborhoods.
Brasil número 1 campeão do mundo penta indicador apontando para cima indicador apontando para cima indicador apontando para cima Brasil 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 troféu troféu troféu.
That was quite a long text-to-speech segment. But I fully agree and entirely know what you just said. And this downtown is the main thing, though, we're looking for right now. I put that there. Gets me a little bit. But what we're looking for is... If I put this here... Starts to convert some stuff. Put this here. Makes the city even bigger. Place that down here. Those all get converted as well. And this is how your city faction plays. I want to have my belfry get attached to it. I'm going to place warehouses here, just to make sure everything is connected in one big homogeneous city. Place this here. Get even more wood. And we're about to get a lot of people. So every game about free nations, just like we have independent people, focused on economy, military land. I mean, it's a reasonable kind of way to stage it, I think. In terms of it being different and also recognisable. I feel they could have done a lot more with it, however. So I feel they could have done, like, maybe there's a nomadic faction where you want to have all your buildings away from other buildings. They have negatives, but they start really strong. Or is like, some kind of faction primarily into trees and such. But, yeah. They kind of just went for, oh, this faction likes farms. This faction wants a big city. Religion. And that was it. That's kind of where they went for. Which, all in all, not anything bad. Just kind of boring land choice, I guess. What we want for this one is we want a garrison, I think. Because now we need to get military going. I'm aiming to get this upgraded as fast as possible. And I'm really hoping I can do that without dying. Religion? There we go. Perfect. We want money? That's going to be barely any money. Do we have any other religion? We do want some religion, I think. We don't have any other religious buildings. So that doesn't work. I mean, I would say that is probably a better one. I'm going to go for the Abbey. Because I believe it counts as city tiles. In terms of upgrading, we just look for people for the city for now. We do need stone later, I believe. We can upgrade the Abbey. I don't particularly care about it. We want food for the neighbourhood, so we can get ourselves wood, which then cascades into even more food. However, this faction, again, it's a bit tricky early game against the wall. Meaning we do kind of need to go for this, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. We'll take the money. We're going to have to go against these guys. We can't afford to have the boss get stronger. All we have right now is cards and a vague hope that we will survive. This is not looking great. I believe. I don't know why, but I believe we'll manage. Start placing some stuff down. Bacon live there. Warehouses. I'll keep the warehouses away for now. I'm thinking we can put them in somewhere around there. At some point. But it's an extra piece we've had added to our deck. So I don't need to be hugely picky with them. So if I add this in here, let's see. Put you in there. You know what? Warehouses go here for now. I can't get rid of you. So you get to live, I'm going to say here. And the downtown is going to go here. That lines up. We're now going to be getting a lot of wood. And in a second, we'll be getting a lot of food. Hopefully. If everything works out. Which, I mean, I certainly hope it does, but there's no real like, guarantee, is there? I've also realised I have just really ruined those stables. Those stables should have had something next to them. That was a building. That is going to be a terrible thing to deal with. Hopefully I'll survive. I've not been playing very well, have I? But ever roguelikes, plenty of them, yeah. If you want any recommendations, tell me kind of genre you're into, and I can give you plenty of recommendations for roguelikes. Like, I do a lot of them in my spare time. I've also not got my Belfry added in. I've been very distracted this run. I don't know why. Belfry is, yeah, not where it should be. It should be connected to the main city. Oh well. But no, plenty of roguelikes. Ballot Trove we've been playing recently. Quite fun. I'd say that's definitely one you'd know of, however. So, I mean, if you don't know of Ballot Trove, it is essentially poker hands, but a roguelike. It's good fun. It's good fun. You can definitely get some extra fun with the mods, and oof, I am not confident about this. I have not gotten any military so far. Like, we're slightly managing. I don't know. This isn't looking promising. You know, other good roguelikes, if you want a FPS roguelike, Gunfire Reborn is quite a fun one. If you want a third-person shooter, kind of a lot of synergies in it, Risk of Rain 2, that's a nice one. Gonna sound ironic, roguelikes like when you have some control over circumstances. Okay. So, Enter the Gungeon, I agree, there's a lot of randomness to that. You have no idea what your run's going to be. Wizard of Legend, you get to kind of craft your run. One I'd very much recommend in that case is try playing Noita. I'll get you a link to it quick. Game I highly recommend. I have a lot of hours in it. It's what I started doing my streaming with. It's a lovely game, lovely game. Yeah, exactly what I'm recommending, Secker. I've got you a link. Great fun. I very much would recommend it. And we do need military, but not that military. This is a really nice one to have. We kind of need that. Yeah, Noita, brilliant fun. Best way to describe it, I would say, is... Let me think. Quickly check what am I up against. Kind of equal split. That's fine. I will go for planes. Sure. We're now getting more military. That's good. What was I saying? Sorry? Noita. Yes. Noita, you get to kind of craft your stuff. There is a lot more to Noita than you think. I don't want to spoil too much, because a lot of the fun comes from figuring it out yourself. I'll tell you a little bit of what there is in it, in case you do play it, because this one's kind of hard to figure out. You have, essentially, a giant kind of canvas that is generated for you with your run. You go from top level down to bottom. At the bottom, there's a boss. That's the basic kind of... You're dipping your toes into Noita when you get to that boss. There are various things you can do around the map to collect orbs, which get you new spells, and also make the boss more powerful. There are also additional worlds to both the left and the right of the main one. I won't tell you how to get to them, but you can get to them. So, if you want to ever do that, you can then go to the left or right, and you can get even more. And if you also want to mix things up slightly more, how about you don't go down? What if you go up? You can go up. And yeah, no, there is a lot to Noita. There's a lot to figure out and learn, and It's very controlled. You get a lot of control over it. Other things of control. Let me go to my Steam library quick, see if I can pick out anything else for you. Let's see. Specifically, you're looking for roguelikes. I mean, Binding of Isaac, I'd say, would be similar to Enter a Gungeon. Into deck builders, maybe Slave Aspire? Slave Aspire is quite an interesting one. Let me think. Brotato, maybe? I don't know so much about Brotato. Hades, maybe. If you want just a fairly fun one, which is completely free to play, and you're willing to look past the fact it's VTubers. There you go. Free to play, honestly quite fun. That is a good one. Yeah, Hollow Cure, Save the Fans. Fun game. Another somewhat unique one, which I've not seen similar to, is Octogeddon. There's another link for you. Octogeddon's an interesting one. Got a few more things in your backlog. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let me think what else is good fun that I can recommend. Here's an interesting one. What if roguelike, but it's a parkour kind of speedrunning game? There you go. Phantom Abyss. That's a fun one. What else have we got? Okay, another somewhat unique one, which I very much liked. Loop Hero. I will stop with recommendations, though. Yeah, you're right. I'm recommending a lot. If you ever want more recommendations, like, I've got the Discord server if you want to join. Don't feel you have to be active at all. Just completely mute it if you want. But just send me a message anytime, and I'd be happy to give you more recommendations. Like, I'm always down to chat about games. I'm going to upgrade this. I'm going to upgrade this. We're going to upgrade this. There we go. I really need to upgrade the downtown, but we aren't able to just yet. Yeah, continuing on up. What have we got? Exchange a level 1 card. I'd be willing to get rid of Abby. Equally, do I actually need money? I do not. If I didn't have money, what would I want? I mean, either of those is good. I'm gonna say we want food. Lets me upgrade the warehouse. Return a favour, becoming of Mana X spell. Okay. I'll have a very quick check of that. Mana X spell. I mean, I'm already liking the look of it. That's pretty cool looking. It's fast-paced kind of stealth platform. Alright. I mean, I'll add the demo to my library. Now, if you're looking for other demos which look cool, not so much a roguelike. It is, but also very much kinda not. Recommended it to Secker earlier. Similar to Inscription, if you've seen that. Inkshade coming up has a demo, if you want to give it a play. Looks like fun. It very much looks like fun. I actually played that, hell yeah. A man of taste, I see. Anyway, heading up here, what have we got? No, it takes like 30-60 minutes. I mean, yeah, I want to play the demo, but equally I know I very much want to play the game, so I'm kind of just waiting for the game to come out. But yeah, no, I'm tempted to pick it up. I'm definitely tempted to pick it up when it comes out. I should place you here. Stops the stables from getting buffed, that's fine. I place a warehouse with the assumption I'll be connecting up to it sometime soon. Yeah, I'm seeing the downtown coming up. That's fine. You know, Inkshade looks like it's going to be blast. I loved Inscription, and I'm very much looking forward to more Inscription-esque stuff. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Put you there. I'm mostly trying to, like, set up my town in this currently, by the way. Like, I'm not paying attention to what is the, like, premium way to do it. Like, there's going to be a better way than what I'm currently doing, I think. But no, I'm enjoying this. This is a great game. I think you will enjoy it if you're into similar stuff to me by the sounds of it. Place this here, Chitrel. Yeah, that terraforms an additional 1 tile. This is lovely. I'm very happy with what I've got going as a build currently. Belfry's coming up as well, which is good. I can dump you into there. Doesn't really get benefits from the terraforming, but still helps. Let me think. Where does a Belfry want to go? Honestly, I don't think we're doing any more terraforming. I'm just going to place you there. That's fine. Belfry can sit in here. That works out well. Mercenary camp can just go up there. I'm seeing roughly how the rest of this is going to play out. I think you go there. You go there. That goes there. I don't know how I'm gonna get many more lines here. I mean, I can get one more line, I guess, by doing that, and then I do this. This is cool as well. There's a bit of variety. I mean, yeah. I think there's a lot of games which have... yeah, kind of music repeats, it gets boring. Actually, one game I am going to very quickly grab to recommend, because this one... I think if you like the idea of messing around and having control over your run, there you go. That's a good game. Nova Drift. It's you know, Asteroids, kind of old arcade game where you have a spaceship, you shoot asteroids. It's similar to that. It is similar. However, it's a case of you have your spaceship and you get to pick essentially what type of weapon, what kind of shit, what kind of other things you have, and then you get to pick what like upgrades you take each level up. It's good fun. I would very much recommend that one. Yeah, I should apparently be going away for food. I'm gonna disappear for that in a moment. I'm having fun chatting about games. I don't care about food. I don't need sustenance. I do need sustenance. I should get food. Yeah, if only gamers didn't need to eat. Real gamers don't eat, you know. That's how it works. But no, it's good fun. It's been lovely chatting with you, Stanley. It has been. I should disappear for food. I'm gonna go try and beat the wall. I'm gonna say if I beat it, cool. If I don't, slightly less cool, but oh well. Because we're close. I'm gonna start speeding up slightly. I'm gonna stop kind of stalling by just talking constantly. Okay, shipyard. This can go in there. We do not want that at the edge of the boards. That's fine. You can live here. I'm just going to be trying to be somewhat quick. I think this is fine. Warehouses can live up here. Market's kind of just going to have to live in this kind of an area, isn't it? That's fine. But if I do that, then the stables doesn't care. We can terraform this. That is looking perfectly good. We can dump that into there, gets me another line explored. Mercenary camp. Abby, do not really care about you just yet. Poor Abby. I do care about you really. I've got you in my deck for a reason, probably. Place you up there. Gets me more troops in a second, because I like having planes next to my city. The Abbey can live there. Place these down. Can I fit into here? I can. There we go. Lovely. I can put you into there. I think weirdly we do this. And then that. And that gets me one last line. Let's see. Am I going to make it to the wall or am I going to lose here? Because I have not found a single military building to take with me. Okay, we would like everything to be swords because it's up against me. And I only have heavy infantry. I don't think we're winning. Yeah, that's the end of the run. I don't know if you can completely fill the board. I guess if you brought bulky enough buildings, maybe. Have a quick check for it if you want. Let's see. Missions. It would be up here, possibly. Continuous river, bottom to top of the board. Transform the same square 3 times. That one I think definitely I can get at some point. Produce stone without mountains, wood without forest, food without plains. You want 7 allied military buildings? I mean, doable. It's all military buildings. 4 buildings of the same unit type. I mean, those two kind of go hand in hand, I would have thought. If you're doing this one, it's hard not to do this one. That one I'm going to struggle with because I don't hire mercenaries. You have Armada? Jeez, that's a... Didn't you say you've just done the tutorial? That's impressive. Hire 7 mercenary camps. Nope, that's not something I'm doing. Earn money. Any of these about filling the entire grid. These are all deck buildings. This one isn't gonna count. 20 cards is a tough one. Doable. Mountain-related things. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I should go for food. I've streamed for like an extra hour than I meant to. It's been lovely chatting to you, Stanley. It's been good having you around. I hope you enjoyed as well. I'll maybe see you again. Up to you. Regardless, hope everyone has a lovely weekend, whatever they're up to. And I'll hopefully see you all about. Bye for now.